All right, so we are here. We are having fun, and we have got all kinds of really fun surprises for you guys tonight. This is Casual Cactus. This is our weekly D&D game, and we have a couple of guests with us. Chipper Snacks herself is in the house. Woo! No, she's not Nix. That's not Nix. Along with her hubby Daniel, we welcome them to our little dungeon of madness, and we hope that they have fun in person as much as we have fun doing this over the web for you guys. Just a few quick reminders before we get started. As always, we have got our YouTube channel where we post all of our back episodes for the channel. We also have all of our extra content that we put on, several different series, different types of games that we play. We've done some VR stuff. We've done a series called Cover Your Assets, where we create custom content for D&D. We've also done some one-shots when we haven't been on the main campaign. So please go check that out. Give it a few likes and subscribes. Get caught up if you're a little bit behind and don't know quite who all of these people are and how we got where we are. There's a lot, and I apologize for the catch-up that you're going to have to do, because the one thing I don't have on the YouTube channel are recaps. Yet. It's a little late for this campaign, I think, at this point. So go check that out. We do also have our Discord server where we put all of our news and just announcements related to the channel. We've got the goings on for Danny's creative stream, Scritch's creative stream, as well as Kyrie's creative stream. Both of those are linked to the Discord server, so it's a good place to sort of interact with those of us here around this table. I think that's all I've got in the way of announcements, so I will open the floor at this point, as we always do in the proceedings, for our recap of what happened last week. Who would like to tell us what we did last week? Anybody?
We leveled and all of us forgot.
We're leveling up right now.
Except we can't.
Except we can't, but
we can't actually count it until we sleep.
So who's doing the recap? Anybody?
I can tell you the first bit of what happened because that's what I took notes on.
All right, go.
There we go. So we start out by Nyx running into the maze by herself, and everyone else is fighting undead minotaurs again. And,
like you do.
That's the notes I took.
Wow.
Sorry!
We did that when we did the disco room floor puzzle.
Yep, the disco floor.
Disco floor.
The room in which the sphinxes sit, and there's a designated pathway. Gideon went across that and picked up a wand of wonder. And a number of party members were infected.
That's probably the right word.
By various ancient gods, like you do.
Yep.
Giving us all each unique flaws.
We went down to the room where the Griffin Ibis. Well, before that, we stopped. We were going to go into the room where the zombies stand guard.
But you blew away the fireball from the one.
And a number of us were hit by a fireball from Gideon's Wand of Wonder. We decided at that point we were done for the day, so we settled down in our warm castle, tied up several party members, and then...
Did we tie anyone?
Well, we tied members.
We tied next to me,
which was
right, for all the good that's going to do us.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
At the time. So
He can't stick to a plan, and I am
rush into things.
Yeah.
You are reckless.
Reckless.
Luke tells the
Fearless.
truth all the time. Kyrie
doesn't
doesn't care about the well-beings of others, and I'm indecisive.
These are the
Yep.
flaws that came with our trickster god
Mm-hmm.
infestation. Yes.
Occupation would be a better word for it.
But none of us
So
are
we settled
losing
down,
bodies.
watches were set, and in the middle of first watch, a visitor showed up, a secondary sploof.
Sixth level
I
spell.
don't want to go down.
Yeah.
I don't want to hit points.
Nyx dropped, but not all the way, and a sort of battle ensued. After which, I believe, we just stopped with Sploof yelling, "Brother!"
Yeah, that was the
with our Kobayashi Maru changing the.
And the other spoof went, brother?
Well, this is gonna be interesting.
Woohoo! All right.
Oh shit.
So here we are. Your doppelganger, clone, splooflet, whatever you want to call it, has sort of stopped and is staring at you open arms. Having just said, "Brother!"
This is like, didn't they do like a Davy Bowie?
Smart not wise, smart not wise.
Yeah.
At long last, I found you. Not a lie.
Oh, that's right, you can't
Why, yes! Yes, you have. We did not know that there were others of me in my magnificence wandering the tomb.
Well, of course. I'm surprised that you didn't know this. Which is also true. I thought he knew.
What brings you here, brother?
My feet.
What brought you here, brother?
Brother, I am again.
Pyre! My most perfect minion ever.
Is that just slang?
I don't know.
What a coincidence! Me too. Partially. Amongst other things. But largely, Pyre.
Strange, he never mentioned you.
Uh-oh. I just figured it out.
His ears just go, ooh.
Oh.
Well, that is sad, but at least we are finally reunited.
Yes! Who is that with you?
These are my other minions.
Ah, we always need more minions. Come.
Of course.
Team, what hasn't tried to kill us?
Don't freak out yet.
I'm bleeding.
No.
I was.
You're necrotizing.
Okay. We'll come down to the base of the tower and have a conversation. Like brothers.
Yes, of course.
Excellent. And so we go down to the base of the tower.
All
Where Clara has her foot in front of the door.
What are we doing?
He can kill us all. I would advise we just run with this.
Thumb rushing him?
No! Lich. Very lich.
What'd you call me?
Son of a lich. Can kill all.
Yeah, gotta get him on our side. Almost.
Yes, poser. Yes, it is.
28 to sneak out of the tower.
So who
Now
do we
the
have?
door's open.
Like Azaka.
Is the door open?
Steven just
Who's
opened it.
Joseph?
Hmm?
Do we have
Oh.
a Joseph with us and I've forgotten?
No.
Not yet.
Okay, okay, so you're coming in later.
Character.
Yeah.
Character.
Coming in later.
And you're Azaka, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're actually in the group with these guys.
Yeah. You're.
Welcome.
You've been babysitting the NPCs.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like you.
So did you have? So
alive.
again, Clara, did you have the door open or not?
When Sploof said we have to, Clara was just like, whatever, open the door.
Okay, so that was
Yep.
that was a sneak.
Yep.
Okay, 28. Okay.
What are you sneaky?
Everybody make a perception check.
Oh shit.
Out the door, up on the wall.
Oh no. Oh no.
Perception.
Perception.
24.
Nope.
Yeah. 3.
Nope.
57.
Nope.
15.
Nope. Okay.
Do you have dice? You need dice.
No, actually. Okay.
I'd offer you mine, but you don't need mine.
All right. So you go. So out the door you go. Where are you wanting to wind up there, Gideon?
I would like to head up to the ceiling for now.
So remember, there is no ceiling. This is the
Oh,
open
right,
shaft
this is the
that
big
goes
room.
all the way up.
I would like to be about 30 feet up on the wall.
Okay. We will read. We will sit. We will.
I'm on the
Yeah.
wall.
Yeah. You're on the wall.
We'll play it later.
I don't remember what the phrase is. The turn of phrase has left my tongue. So yes, but you are now
Fly on the wall?
on the wall, 30 feet up the wall. All right. So go forth.
Oh. I pitter pat out the door and go towards my brother.
All right.
I suppose we're all leaving the tower now?
Are your
Is that where we're at?
are your friends shy? Are your minions shy?
I don't know.
One of them doesn't know. The rest of them. Yes? No? I don't know.
No.
No.
Okay.
They're quiet and figuring this situation out.
Also not a lie.
I could see how it would be.
Complicated.
I could see how it would be intimidating to be in the magnificent presence of two of me.
2 spoofs are better than 1.
Of course. You know what would be even better? 3.
Is there a third one of us here?
No, not that I found.
Oh, okay. Good. That's probably good for now. Although there should be later.
Yes.
We can
Well,
arrange this.
we do have other brothers somewhere. They're just not here.
Okay, so that wasn't my imagination.
No.
Good.
I don't want to
You
know.
okay, Minion?
Do I look okay, Sploof?
Healing word.
That's you for move them over theirs.
I'm gonna roll it.
So Pyre brought you here. Where did he find you?
Well, he seems rather surprised to find me in the jungle.
What did he say when he saw you in the jungle?
Sploof, what are you doing here? I thought you went with the others, which was very, very odd.
I would like to move into a position where I could be within striking range of Sploof, the other Sploof, without him knowing.
I'm just gonna like lean. Oh wait, hold on. I need to see if I can actually see this. 11.
No, not even close.
No.
If I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I would need a natural 20.
So you're gonna want to be like here-ish, yeah?
Sure.
What's your plan?
I don't
Something
have one.
wrong.
Oh,
This
that's
is-
I never stick to them, so
This is the problem.
Oh yeah,
This is the
let's just
problem.
kill a lich by yourself.
well, do we know this is a lich?
Yes.
Sploof said so, so
Well,
He can't lie.
Yep.
that doesn't mean he can't be wrong.
But with what he was doing, I would be very, very surprised if he wasn't a full-blown lich.
So, perhaps it would do us well to speak to Pyre, or perhaps it would be incredibly beneficial for us to get the lay of the land a little better. A tour, perhaps.
I'd like to see Pyre again.
You know, I think that would be a good idea, except the other three are kind of doing some weird stuff. Weird.
What weird stuff.
the plan is higher in the triangle.
Something about combining their powers?
Don't
Or
Don't you find it suspicious that
I'm
they're
saying
not
the
including
I'm saying
you?
the Power Rangers.
Well, I would have, except Pyre explained it to me. A coven can only be 3.
What? I don't say that. This is Brayden. What? They coven? Oh
It's
I didn't
not.
know that until now.
I'm homebrewing it.
Still doesn't sound good.
no! It's homebrew. I don't want it to be homebrew, but it's homebrew.
So, has it dawned on you that perhaps you're being misled by the people controlling Pyre?
I don't know that Asarak and Asperus are controlling Pyre.
Asperus. Oh,
So,
Daddy.
That's Gideon's personal lich.
Does your... Well, I still don't know you're up
He
there.
knows where I am.
Never mind.
None of us know that.
I look over to Azaka.
Does that name mean anything to you?
You're a native.
We'll roll with that because that sounds sounds about right. Yeah.
No, I know that.
wait, did any of us know the name of your
No.
lich? Okay. So, okay. Yeah.
Well,
I think you're finally going to get your chance to kill Sploof.
I didn't realize this was on your list of priorities.
It's been in the top 5 for me somewhere. Slowly been going. It has been slowly going down.
Ow.
Well,
Number 1 is burning down this forest.
Can we go to bed yet?
Oh, that is true. Me and my friends are very tired. We've been kind of going through and trying to figure out some of the puzzles in here and whatnot, trying to see what there is to be seen by ourselves, because we didn't have appropriate guidance from anyone who's been here before.
Sploof the amazing and wonderful can have my bed. Can we please go to bed?
He probably won't like your bed. Your bed is too nice. Am I right?
You're right.
I'm right. I've got a really good pile of dirty rags.
Excellent. I'll share with you.
There you go.
Wait, brother.
Oh,
You said you were trying to figure out puzzles? Have you figured any out?
a few.
Which ones?
Well,
The whole first floor is outside.
we've been through here and there, kind of. I feel like we probably haven't figured them out to their full extent just yet, but several above. I don't know, four,
None below.
four, something.
4, 3, 4. Can I insight check and see if he's like trying to figure out how much we know so that he can just do us in later?
I'd like to do that insight check.
Mother buckets.
Do I get advantage on this if I did it?
No.
Oh.
Oh, but that is a +4 now, so that's actually a 16. That could be worse.
See. So you got a 16?
18.
18? Okay. Seems like that's probably what's going on here. You notice that his ears kind of inadvertently pitched up just a little bit when you mentioned puzzles.
Have you not figured out the puzzles?
Well, there was no need for us to figure out puzzles.
We didn't really know what there was need for us to do, so we just started doing things.
I see. And when you finished the puzzles, what did you find?
Old left behind things, mostly.
Not lying.
Not a lie.
Was there nothing?
I have a paradox. Worth 500 gold pieces.
Oh, that?
And a
That's...
shield.
Yeah,
And a 500 gold piece diamond.
yep.
And a bunch of eyes.
So treasure.
Ah, okay.
That kind of treasure.
There's a gargoyle named Slate.
Yes.
What?
And the gargoyle shakes its head. No.
You said I could call you Slate? You didn't like Onyx.
I don't want to die.
He just the other sploof just kind of looks up at the.
Must be uncomfortable. My evil minions are excellent at making friends.
Yes, most evil minions are good at making friends.
Yes. That's my experience too.
Wherein Spoof figures out that Spoof is not actually evil.
Sploof knows nothing of the sort.
All right, so
Investing.
Yes, I would probably be on a thing that doesn't actually that doesn't involve anti-sploof. That way, it's easier to tell us apart, maybe.
Well, I did tie a blue thing to your head.
Oh, good.
okay. In which case,
Got away without saying any of the other things. Thank you. Is that a thing that happens now?
Nate's not here, so I can give you backwards high fives.
Did Nate
Sorry,
I
Nate.
was about to say, did Nate give me backwards high fives?
No, I gave Nate fist bumps.
Oh, I like backwards high fives. That's cool.
Okay.
I can deal with that.
so you guys are
Honored.
So
Back-
we're resting.
resting in the tower with the lich.
Not our first time.
Do I need to go to bed or do I need... True. Do I need to go to bed or do I need to do a watch?
Go to bed.
Okay, I go to bed.
I'm gonna keep watching. I'm feeling fantastic.
I like this idea, actually.
I feel like I haven't done anything.
I'm
That would
alone.
be very helpful, Zaka.
So who all is on watch? So we've got Azaka.
I can take watch.
And Nyx. Okay, sounds good.
How many watches left do we have?
2 more left. Yeah.
I don't remember when I slept.
Alright, then
Yeah,
again
it's
going
like-
to bed in front of the door.
I am staying outside the tower for now and keeping watch from the outside, hiding up on the wall.
Okay.
You know, at this point, we would have noticed you. Were
I know, but I can't follow plans. It literally says, I never stick to a plan, so...
I feel like not lying is actually the easiest one of these to deal with.
No, I'm curious. He's got self-preservation. That's easy
Well,
What is that?
for yourself. Self.
That's for Chipper.
Nice, you have your own icon.
Fire.
little flame.
A flame inside the
Okay. If you guys will give me a perception check then.
What's your perception?
Actually, 15.
So probably high.
Probably better than mine.
Oh, there it is. Oh, it's gonna be way down there.
So you can just go ahead and take advantage from me because your perception
Someone
check.
didn't
Mine.
put it in.
You guys went up to 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going up to
Go with that.
level 6 warlock.
Okay.
Okay. I will definitely have to look at that a lot deeper. I should have. I'm sorry.
None of us remember.
So what was that?
19.
19. Okay. Besides the oddity of one of your clients now having a doppelganger in the tower with him, it's
We're still clients, are we?
yeah, it's actually kind of quiet. There's a little bundle of dirty rags over there and a couple of sploof goblinoids that have sort of wrapped themselves around each other. It's really weird. It's also really hard until you see the blue cloth across the forehead to tell which one is which.
Except in piles back home.
The silence of the tomb sort of descends upon you again, and oh yeah, Gideon's bed is empty, and Gideon is nowhere to be found.
Question.
Yes.
Do the spoofs smell any differently, considering they have been different places?
Make me
That's a good question.
make me a perception check. Yes, and you'll because it's smell based. I believe you'll have advantage.
Yeah, because she's a cat lady. Tired person.
Oh my.
Looking at crab's table.
Wait, what was it?
17 or 13, so that's your perception.
Yep.
22?
22. Okay. Yes, there is a distinct difference between the two. One of them smells like death,
Oh,
like literally
okay.
dead, rotting body.
What does spoof 2 smell like?
Sploof 2 is actually the one. Yes,
Not any better.
but yes. So Sploof 2 seems to be decaying.
Smooth one smells like armpit
Yep.
armpit and toe jam.
Still better than death.
Still looking at the table.
I'm just gonna kind of like.
It's a real stinky
Is
corner.
Am I the only one that thinks this is like super awkward? That they're staring together and with themselves. Yourself.
Okay. All right. So that's
I'm just gonna kind of keep uncomfortably looking at them.
okay. Cool. I don't know if that's
Which is why.
okay. Actually, so both of you guys give me just a perception roll, just a straight perception roll.
No additions?
Hmm.
So
Just
just
straight
Yeah, just your
Oh.
just
9
9. No. 12. No.
with your perception.
plus.
With the plus?
Yeah. The perception. 17. Okay.
You missed the assassin.
About halfway through the shift, Azaka, you notice that the blue strip of fabric around Sploof 1's head is starting to come loose and is starting to slip lower down his face and is in real danger of coming loose.
Brand this one.
So retie.
Okay, cool. Yep, that's good.
You'll avoid
Super
the smell.
secret permanent knot.
Yeah, not so much. All right, so who is on third watch?
I don't remember if I've
I'll
gone
take
yet or
a
not.
watch.
Okay, so Clara's on third watch, and you got any plans that you're wanting to ditch at this point there, Gideon?
Yeah, I'll go back in and I'll sleep for the rest of the night.
Okay.
Which is only possible because I'm taking watch.
Yep.
Okay.
That one to get in.
All right. So Clara by herself then, or were you gonna?
I'll go with her.
Okay.
I don't know that I would have woken Sploof up, truth be told.
Well, and Sploof was
Unless-
part of first watch.
Yeah.
Was I? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
So
I just couldn't remember if I was on.
So just Clara then.
Okay.
Ooh. A lot.
So,
Hi.
Everything. Even the
That's-
30s.
He sees through walls.
I
don't think it's possible.
I haven't added that yet. So 4, 8, 12, 31.
Dang. Nice. Okay. 31.
I can see sound waves.
Shapes
She-
and colors.
She can tell what the colors taste like.
They're delicious.
Okay, so are you venturing forth out of the tower at all, or where are you in the tower?
Just up top in the grate.
In the grate. Okay. As you're sort of there, finally alone for just a little bit, blessedly alone, sitting in your little sort of lookout cage, you get to looking around and you start to notice that here, at least where the tower has been put up, there is a series of carvings, bas-relief carvings in the wall. And it looks like a band of adventurers having a real bad time. But some of them are like wailing in disbelief, yelling, screaming. It's not pleasant. Pictures at all, but very thematically appropriate for the tomb. It looks like these adventurers are being tortured, as you would expect.
I would torture them too.
And as you lean a little closer, one of those carvings actually looks familiar. Not the carving necessarily, but the features on the figure in the carving look really familiar.
How familiar?
With a 31, really familiar.
Who is he?
It looks like one of the strong arms that you and your husband hired for your expedition.
Interesting. Cast dispel magic.
Welcome to the party. As you cast Dispel Magic on it, the figure pops out of the wall and it enlarges into the shape of a very familiar figure that you knew from your previous expedition. Go forth and describe yourself somewhat. So it's Joseph Baxter.
Baxter, yes.
Joseph,
What the heck?
you're alive.
I am.
I can't. Is he here? Is my husband here? Not that I'm not concerned for you, but
Gently looks over to the DM.
The last you saw,
Yevgenik.
the last you saw of him,
Our viewers.
He was actually still free as you were being captured. You don't know what's become of him.
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Well, come inside. Come inside. I'm gonna step down and open the door and let you into our tower. And
I'm so sorry.
not tell anyone.
It smells a little funky.
Let's go upstairs. We can go back up on top. Well, I don't know how I'm going to explain that you're here. This could be interesting. So, the group downstairs, they helped me to get this far. I came looking for Medinik, but I have been unable to find him. However, my god has told me that he is safe somewhere. Or not perhaps safe, but at least alive. I still have hope. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. I don't know what happened. I'm very confused.
Understandably so.
There's a weird smell. Who are these people?
The smell I think is coming from the second sploot, who you don't know. But apparently there is a doppelganger to one of our friends downstairs, which is sort of problematic.
Sounds normal.
Yeah, for Schult, I don't think it makes that much difference. I mean, the plants tried to kill us here, so, I mean...
You do remember the vicious plants well.
Okay.
If it doesn't try to kill you, it's not from Schult. So...
Write that on a t-shirt.
It's not from Schultz. I like that.
Well, perhaps you can catch me up while we finish watch?
Yep, sounds good. So Joseph fills you in when you were separated, when your party was separated. He stayed with Gesundheit. And
In not Russian, it's Mevanig.
okay, Mevanig. But the two of them stayed together, and they kept hacking their way through the jungle. They were pursued at almost every turn by the undead, especially, and it seemed as though the undead were being driven by someone or something that had control.
Thing downstairs.
Possibly, you're not real sure. There came a point where they realized that they were surrounded by multiple undead armies and that they seemed to be converging. And they held out as long as they could, and Joseph was captured and doesn't really know what became of your husband. And I'm not even going to try. Mel.
Good job, poser.
Yep, well named.
Mev. Yeah, there we go.
Or Ed.
Mev.
Nope.
Mev.
I'm glad you're safe, please.
I am too.
Do you need any healing? Are you doing alright?
No, I'm feeling great.
Good, I'm glad.
Just took a carbonite nap.
Can you see?
Little bit.
Hibernation sickness. Oh no.
All right. So the watch, the remainder of the watch goes quickly and quietly for you, and what passes for morning comes, and all of you are now.
Teacher.
Yes.
You can go to the bathroom.
Does the as I've taken a long rest, does the effects of the shoot, I don't even know what they're called, flesh golem go away?
No.
So at this point, we've leveled.
At this point, you would have leveled. Yes.
Provided that you've done so on your sheet.
Does
Correct.
Does leveling up get rid of
For level
No.
9,
For
I
heaven's
only get one
sakes.
thing.
Greater restoration, man.
What person has that?
Well,
Oh, patron mine.
Yes. At this point, I'm going to talk amongst yourselves, roleplay, and I'm going to be
Wow,
working
well,
on.
While the sword decides to figure out what you get.
Yep.
Good
Yeah.
morning.
What would?
I'm going to
So what
step
pack?
down,
Hexblade. That's right.
in front
That's
of,
right.
In front of
Um,
Joseph
Out of Xanthar.
and say, before
Yes.
before anybody
Wait, I
grows has a panic attack, I have found one of my old compatriots, my old comrades, if you will. Joseph traveled with my husband, and I will gesture, and he doesn't come down. Joseph, I was just introducing you to the party because I didn't want them to try to kill you on sight.
Yes, it's a
Yeah.
good idea. Thank you. Yes. Oh,
You have another pinky.
say hi to everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to hell.
Otherwise known as Chope/Distrum.
Yes. It's
Right.
a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
So you do know you get a cursed specter, right?
I now
Yeah.
claim you as a
I
myth.
don't remember that. That's what.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
Alright, makes sense.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Easy as that.
Right.
just kind of look over at the other sploof and just be like,
See? This is how minions are made.
So wait, this guy knows your husband
Indeed, yes.
who's alive.
I believe so. Yes.
That's good.
It is good. Yes.
Is he a nice guy? Good job.
Thank you, Spool.
Next guys, I'll end up playing Med.
What are we doing now?
So,
You should eat breakfast.
Okay.
oh, I can cook.
Please
That's
no.
okay.
We did once. That was enough.
Fine.
No, that bill was not fine.
Simply sit in a lap of luxury, Spool. It's fine.
Yes.
We shall cook for you.
You and your brother just relax.
Okay.
All right.
Or
Grubs.
as minions do worry.
Back of the book.
he's gonna eat bugs on the floor.
How are there bugs in here? You created a magical space that can be anything you want and you have bugs.
No.
You gotta eat.
Just take a picture of it. Right, that's one of them.
Would that be empty calories?
Probably. That's protein.
No, like they're magically created cockroaches or whatever.
What?
In this magically created castle, so if you eat them, are they just empty calories? Are you even eating anything?
Are they even calories?
It's an important question, right?
Yes.
They just don't put these things into the book for some
I
reason.
didn't look at being talkative all of a sudden.
Alright, well. Zaka, do you want to make breakfast?
Do you have cooking skills on that sheet there?
I don't even know, but I have my bags, if anything.
That's true.
Where's my rations?
Decide your cookies.
I decide.
Voila!
Sure.
She's a chef.
Sure.
All this time you for cooking for us?
What do you?
I'll drop there on the
What did you
floor
have?
a little bit.
What all do you have?
Season it appropriately.
Boy Scout pepper. Boy Scout.
X, Arms of Hadar, Wrathful Smite, Branding Smite, Ray of Enfeeblement, and
Probably
Darkness.
actually makes it.
Hunger of Hadar.
Feel like pancakes.
I like this one.
What level am I casting at now?
Uh,
Still second level?
Maybe we don't want to piss off
Is it second or third?
Holding out way too long. They won't let me cook. They should be letting you cook. Goodness.
Indeed, we should have been letting this off the cook.
How long has it been from here?
Too long.
Pretty much the whole time.
Yes, that's
She's the one that
Put me in through.
I remember several. I remember.
Yep.
I remember.
Yeah. So
Yep.
Crazy uncle.
She's been
She's
through
our
the
So
whole
you're
thing.
third level.
She's been
Yeah.
through the
Oh,
whole
that's a terrible job.
Oh no, you're
You got
pretty
us
good
here
with your
alive.
job.
I'm still alive, so.
Well, you helped keep
I
us
think
alive,
Yes.
so
I don't even remember why she even came down here with us.
because it's the job at this
Well, no, the
point.
job was just to get
Cooking with Sploof on the next episode of Better Castles and Gargoyles.
Ooh, I
Watching
like
that
this.
episode.
I'll watch that.
We skipped that one.
Eat the cockroaches and whack them with a hammer. Pudding!
So my next craft stream, I might narrate a cooking with spoon because that actually sounds
Excellent,
fun.
excellent,
I
excellent.
would watch that.
You need a bug. That's right. You rethink your
Except she's
I
eaten
have
bugs
already eaten
before.
bugs, so
Yes, but are you willing to do it on stream?
I'll do it with you.
okay then.
I might have to pass.
What bugs are we gonna eat?
Barbecue mealworms are essentially like potato chips with legs.
Potato chips with legs.
Potato chips with legs.
Kinda ruins the whole potato chip experience for me.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Well,
What are your skills, Minion?
Oh, yeah.
What do you do?
What do I do?
I don't know. That's why I asked.
You take the sharp, pointy stick and put it in other people.
That's what I do.
So you're a fighterly type.
Yes. I like to fight.
Fighterly. English is your first language.
I speak goblin, bite me.
I'd rather not. I could get a disease.
again.
Again.
I do not have monkey fever. That was uniquely you.
It's gone now.
Now you're just turning into a goat.
Nothing bad about that.
I'm a monkey to a goat.
So, Sproof.
Yes, Sploof.
It's gonna get real weird in a hurry.
It got weird.
It was weird last night.
What?
We slept together.
Oh, no, I meant like last night and like Sunday. It was like, what happened on Sunday?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Oh,
You've
We're
never
older.
seen goblins sleep, have you? Just a big old pile of goblins on the floor.
How then did... Nope.
Don't ask questions you're not prepared to answer.
Was the spell to get frozen?
Lather, rinse, repeat that one.
So with the magics that your masters are creating,
Yes.
what is their goal, might I ask? I might want to join in, you never know.
Well, I'm not sure about the other two, but Asarak wants to bring the Atropal to life.
What's the intro?
Would I know what the what is? Would I know this?
No.
I think that's a common D&D term even, so...
No.
it's not.
What is the intro?
You know how sometimes when the Pinkies aren't born right, they don't, live through the process?
Oh,
It's basically an
It's kinda like that.
Stillborn god.
But a god.
It's a fetus god. That's basically. That's literally what it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
why are they trying to bring it
That is
to life?
exactly what it is.
This.
Gary Gygax.
probably not.
Oh, well, yeah, probably not.
I think he was dead long before this book was written.
If that intros came out in.
Well, for power, of course. Imagine if you helped a god be born, what kind of power would it give you?
I mean,
Oh.
that depends on the god, doesn't it?
Well, yeah.
They don't know what kind of god it is.
So you can shape it to be whatever god you want it to be.
Do you think gods work that way? Oh, that looks like a potato.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
That's
that's
yummy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, the status for that, baby. Yep. That's what's further on.
Cool. That's cool. That's great. That's...
Fantastic.
But they're not letting you help.
I'll be paid.
When we get back.
Assuming we live through this, you will be handsome.
Although,
I think it was
you
actually
were
a
paid
fair
up
amount.
front. Let's
up-
come up front.
Some up front, yes.
Not that it's gonna help her now.
Explain why I'm not leaving.
Explain why.
You've just grown very fond of us.
Ah, the sunk cost fallacy
Oh,
strikes again.
I remember how she stayed with us. You guilt tripped her into coming with us.
It wasn't a guilt trip.
Yes, it
purely
was.
like,
It was
go
a
back
guilt
by
trip.
yourself. We have to keep going forward. If you go back by yourself, you're probably gonna die.
So yes, you guilt tripped her.
No, that's self-preservation.
Self-preservation.
I
She
feel
was a
like
tiger. She could have gotten through.
in my head, Azaka always stayed with us because, like, at this point, you're invested. You have to see it through to the end. Like, are these people gonna die? Am I just gonna watch
Yes.
them?
Azaka's
That's how I always
literally
had it in my
been
head.
sitting with the rest of the NPCs eating popcorn, waiting for us to drop light flies.
I mean, handsome rewards or something when we get home. If
Is there?
I mean, didn't you guys? I didn't. I wasn't part of this, but I think that you guys worked out some deal where it was
We did.
like
With
10 gold a day or something. So it's a
It's
pretty
still not
handsome
worth it.
reward.
It still has not
You'll
become
have a
worth it.
lot of money if we ever get back to Fort Nines or Nyan.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. Yes, Sploof.
Every time.
Every
it's
time.
time.
Every time.
So, what's in this for you if they're not letting you help?
All the minions I can have.
Well, can't you already have as many as you can have? I can have as many as I can have.
It's flawless logic.
Yes, look what Char's
You know, I hadn't thought of it in those terms.
I mean, I feel as though you're being left out of something important here, and possibly foolhardy, because
No, my minion pyre would never leave me out.
I
What
said
about the
that
other?
once.
What about the other two?
The other two might, but pyre never would.
Pyre forgot that I existed.
No, he didn't.
He just found a. He thought he found you, but
Also
found a
flawless
different
logic.
Oh, he's smart, he's not wise. He's smart, he's not wise.
And to be fair, neither is Pyre.
I know you
Obviously.
set a fireball off point blank range.
was my first fireball.
Facial awareness is
Facial
never been
awareness.
strength.
Yeah.
I asked how. I asked where they were, not how big the room was.
Perhaps you should show us the way through much of the rest of this, but we can leave the parts where they are alone for right now, if you would like, and we can discuss this further along the way as you get to know my minions, including my new one that I'm eager to know as well. He
Yes, always nice to meet new minions.
pokes things with sticks, I like.
Yes. Where do you want to? Where do you want to go?
Where do we want to go, minions? Not
Well,
you two. I don't want to know where you want to go.
I don't know.
Exactly.
let's go back up the stairs and see if our zombie friends are there again, or if we have to lift that door ourselves. Perhaps Nyx can do it.
Why do we need?
She
Nyx.
has void rage. I'm a strength of 23 now. I'm a gnome, so I'm pretty excited.
Unfortunately, this also means that she makes very poor decisions.
I don't make jokes. I make poor decisions.
Yes, we can go that direction and see what we can do with some of the other puzzle rooms. Do you like puzzles? I like puzzles, so I assume you like puzzles.
Well, yes, I like puzzles. So, yes, let's go.
I was not prepared for this.
Why were you going back to the third room?
It doesn't matter, you're coming with us. I've decided for you.
I think probably the same reason we went to all of the other rooms.
Nope.
But
Onward. Oh, In case it is important to the DM, my passive perception is now 27. And I'm running my hands along the wall looking for secret doors.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
EMF has to figure out if you find any.
Do they exist?
If they exist, I find them.
As we leave, I wave goodbye to Slate.
Oh, no, we don't.
We pay the
them.
gargoyles.
Oh,
Before
we
we
pay
leave.
gargoyles
And
and
then
then
I wave goodbye to Slate.
Thank you, Nix.
He was just waiting for it.
Oh.
I hadn't made friends with this gargoyle, you guys.
I'm a nerd, but I got silence.
Do we have to pay for other sploof?
Well, I assume they do.
I assume it's
Then
good.
it was- yeah. We're going that no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably only have the one that hasn't paid for.
We all have to do it individually.
Yes. He actually pulls money out of his robes and pays for it himself.
The bottom of the turnstile.
Just reuses the same 5 coins over and over
Yeah,
again.
pretty much. Okay.
One of them's platinum. You have to pay one to each before you take
So
it.
as you guys sort of circle up the stairs, you've got your hand on the wall, Clara. You don't find anything until you get to this level, and then right at the western end. Oh
We're
wait,
still on the first floor.
yeah, sorry.
Or
Fourth floor.
Fifth
Fourth floor.
Fifth
Right.
floor is
Gears.
yeah.
So, right on the western side of that landing where you find yourself, you actually feel a little notches that indicate there might be a secret door there.
Found one.
Did you just knock on a secret door?
Yep. And I would
Come in.
The door knocks back.
So are you gonna?
I figured we were going to. Are the zombies there?
No.
So
We
they're
obliterated
dead.
them.
Nix?
Yes!
I'm going to check it for traps. Because I learned my lesson. My eyebrows are gone.
You do not find any traps on the door.
I'll pop that open while they figure out how to lift the door.
I'm gonna try to do it all by myself.
Okay.
Ooh.
Was it a one?
Strong boy.
You give yourself a hernia.
Oh
What?
What is the point of being strong if I can't do things?
Well, even I wouldn't have tried to open that by myself.
No one else. No one gnome should have all that power.
What'd you find?
I don't know. What did I find?
Oh, Fountain of Youth?
Perfect.
Just what we needed.
Behind the secret door, water fills a carved stone font.
Cool.
No, wait. Where are all those papers?
Not here.
What papers?
The ones. There was all of the.
Well, we found 2 of them. Fire's on the 4th floor. Water's on this floor. Now we're looking for air and earth.
Oh,
So what?
Oh, there was one of them that was like
fire.
diner.
So are
It
you-
was a fire, a water, an earth, and an air.
Where are
So
those
wasn't there
things
something
keep?
about a stone font?
I
There might be one about that.
don't remember.
I'm gonna look.
Okay.
It was like slake your shadow at the
Oh,
bottom.
that's probably the shadow that I.
But yeah, that was the
Drink.
one we.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Got
where you
the
have to have
eyeball
your
from
shadow drink out
Oh,
of it.
okay.
Is that it?
So
Maybe.
I mean, do I see anything in the water?
As the water begins to swirl, eerie light emanates from within the basin. Slowly, an image resolves on the water's surface. It looks like you're peering through the slats of an iron helmet that's about 8 feet off the ground. And you can't control where it's looking, but you can see it's moving slowly through the tomb.
Where is it currently? Is it
Looks
somewhere I've seen?
yes. It looks like it might be on the next floor down from where you are.
This makes my chances stand down of some sort.
How would you know?
Yeah.
Does Kyrie can control some kind of.
No.
Well, she can make. She has a.
The control thing we have is for a slot.
Oh.
And doesn't Sploot have the slot control?
I do have a slot controlling thing.
And I do
Thank
have
you.
a manual to play Golem.
Okay, never mind. I was like, no,
I think there's a golem thing on the floor below us.
What kind of Golem?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't know.
Flesh, clay, stone?
I'm gonna look over the edge. Do I see a golem down there?
Not that you see.
Where is it on the floor below?
So on the floor below you, it actually. Let me make sure I know where it is. Yeah. It looks as though it might be in the hallway. Either, or it looks like it's in the hallway headed towards the water room. With
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh, that's probably just.
It's over by the waterfalls currently. But apparently this sees through the eyes of
Or this is the answer to the puzzle.
perhaps.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Well, have you guys figured out how to open the door?
No,
Nix, did we figure out how to open the door?
I hurt myself.
That's very sad. Would you like help?
No. I'm fine.
Ah,
It's more my pride than anything. I can try again. With help.
well, that was what I meant. Yes,
I can
we'll all help.
Really?
I mean, at least two of us.
I'm just gonna add to the weight because once you get it above like most people's waist height, you're just dragging me along.
I'm shorter than you are.
So I
Fair
guess
point.
we all try together to open
So
the door.
who's helping? So I obviously. So you've got a 23. What is your strength?
18.
18. Okay, cool. Between the two of you,
20?
Yeah.
awesome. So between the three of you,
Yeah.
you're able to open it.
watching.
Between the two of you, the three of you, you're able to open it at least as high as Nyx can lift it, which is
High enough for them to crawl under.
yeah, it's about waist high for everybody else.
Do we have pittance?
I don't have my climbing gear anymore.
I'm assuming everybody's going in so that we don't get crushed by this giant
Yes,
stone.
Right.
definitely.
Do I see any way that we might be able to jam it shut or any mechanism that locks it in place?
No, the only thing mechanism wise that you see are the chains that run up and then drop back down to the three collars.
To something?
What are you gonna tie them to?
I don't know if I just don't see anything in the hallway. Is it just a blank hallway?
It's just a blank hallway.
What about the railing?
It's a wooden railing.
And it's also the wrong
Can I
direction.
take my maul and just like prop it under?
You can try.
You can certainly.
Do we have a backup?
Like your shadow at the font is the font thing that you were thinking.
There was one that was
There
like,
was one. I don't have a picture of that
yeah.
one. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That's okay. I think I was.
Alright, remind us what's in this room again.
It's a chariot with a circle.
6 glass cauldrons brimming with humanoid bones line the walls of this tomb. at the center of which stands an ancient chariot bearing a bronze sarcophagus with treasure strewn atop it. Paintings on the chariot's body show a tall bird with a long, sharp beak. On the south wall, a bronze shield bears the embossed image of a Shultan warrior carrying a spear. Below, an inscription that reads, "Bow before no one." 4 bronze statues stand on pedestals on either side of the shield. They depict Shultan warriors, one holding a sword, 2 with spears, and 1 missing its face.
Ah, great. Yeah.
Is one of you? I forget. Is one of you inhabited by Obalaka?
Which one's
Was that
Obalaka?
Curie?
That might have been. That might have been Kyrie.
I have a.
I've got food design.
I've got the list.
Obalaka.
Ubalaka.
No, it's not Obalaka. What's that?
Ubalaka would have gotten me had I not passed my charisma saving throw.
Right.
He
Okay.
was the one in the ring of
Gotcha.
protection.
Gotcha. Okay. And you guys have not found Nang Nang yet, so cool.
Nang.
Nang Nang.
The
grung.
frog
The
dude.
grung.
Yeah, grung.
Yeah.
Because they could probably tell you how to get through.
The only ones we're missing is the grung
Or
and
we can
the
do bad things.
the grung and the displacer beast. We don't know where theirs are.
Yeah, we don't even know where to look for those. So I would like to go up in front of faceless, whatever, no one,
Mm-hmm.
and bow.
Okay.
Faceless friendo number 1.
All right. Nothing happens.
Crap.
This is as far as we got last time.
Wait,
Before I
didn't-
touched
No,
what
there
them.
happened? Oh yeah, you touched it.
I
What
touched
happened?
the treasure and,
And then-
skeletons started coming from the cauldron.
Okay, so should we open the door again and then you grab everything inside and we leave?
Sure.
What's the red thing down at the end?
That's the shield.
Okay.
Did we try to fire it at the wall?
I don't think so.
Can I check this room for anything? Secret doors, hidden levers,
What?
buttons?
Make me an investigation check.
That's actually decent investigation. 21.
And guys, we're used to our NPCs kind of being invisible for the most part. So,
So,
we
yeah.
all
Speak up.
need to
Yeah, for sure.
Just like wedge your way in. It's completely okay.
There is on the east door, between on the east side of the room, between the northmost glass urn and the right about there.
Okay.
You actually find a secret door. I keep forgetting I can do this.
I found a door.
Ah, no one yet. I can check it if you'd like.
Or I'll back up. On the other side of it. Yeah.
Looking for traps.
Okay.
Actually, maybe I'll do this the easy way.
Well,
And actually use a
that's
spell.
not very much like us.
It was in fact the opposite of this.
Find traps.
This one.
Yep. Any traps within 120 feet that is within my line of sight. A trap for the purpose of this spell includes anything that would inflict a sudden or unexpected effect you consider harmful or undesirable, which was specifically intended as such by its creator. Thus, they would thus, it would sense an area affected by the alarm spell, a glyph of warding, or a mechanical pit trap, but would not reveal a natural weakness in the floor, an unstable ceiling, or hidden sinkhole.
Okay.
Anything designed to be a trap.
There are 7 points within the room that you are that you're getting from that spell.
Wow.
The cauldron.
The six glass cauldrons and the shield.
The shield.
Okay.
You're also getting the sense that for some reason or another, the trap has actually been deactivated.
Interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna pop open this door then.
Okay.
Okay.
The trap's been deactivated?
I mean, I still think we should be prepared by opening the door and have you cash grab and run.
Why is it me?
I mean, I don't know if it has to be you, but somebody.
Not
Oh.
anymore.
It's you.
What am I doing?
Because if you remember, lots of skeletons came out the last time we did this.
What do we see inside?
Cobwebs.
Your friend can do it.
Ancient cobwebs fill this narrow corridor,
He just wants to risk his life.
whose midpoint features an arched alcove. Within the alcove, a dusty bottle stands on a table.
No.
Okay, so this is. Oh, bullocks. Never mind. This doesn't last. It's instantaneous duration. So. Cast it again.
Okay.
Any traps within my immediate line of sight?
All you're seeing are the same points that you just saw.
Okay. And I will go pick up the bottle.
Okay.
Would you
Do
care
I
to
need to
reckless?
identify it?
I think yes, but not right now.
Okay.
You have what's your passive?
27.
It's disgusting.
It's so awesome. My passive investigation, even with a 0, is like.
So you hear a still small tiny voice coming from the bottle, and as you look, there's a tiny figure in it looking out, waving at you.
Ooh.
I'm gonna hold up the lamp and be like. Did he look the same?
No.
A tiny figure.
I'm gonna come and do
Hey, look! I found the genie in the bottle. No!
We've met one of those.
What?
Those.
Myra's mom, it was weird.
You call her a genie, she'll try to kill you.
Yes.
Oh, so don't call her a genie.
No,
No.
like a person.
Here, take this one.
The lantern.
We know that this one doesn't try to kill anyone.
Yeah.
Should I identify that?
Perhaps, but let's not do it here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Who wants to take all the stuff in the chariot?
I'll do it.
I've always wanted to ride in a chariot. Can I just ride along?
Are we supposed to pull the chariot?
I don't think so. I think we're just grabbing the things inside
I
because
mean,
it's
does it
got
move?
Sorry, I misunderstood.
And
You
does
just
it
take
move?
the line out with
Sounded
us.
like a fun trip.
Please,
No.
no.
Does it look like it moves?
No.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I forgot that.
No, I didn't get a chance. We don't know what's in this one.
Why don't we just open the sarcophagus?
Okay.
I'll do it.
Because
I'm gonna go stand over by the door and
I don't know what to
prepare
do.
to lift it.
I don't know what to do.
Go stand by the door and prepare to lift it.
Okay.
Joseph, do you want to help me? I definitely can't lift this with my -1.
Why are you trying?
I'm preparing to get up.
Nix, open the sarcophagus.
Okay.
Where does that go?
Table flip. Don't roll a 1.
Again.
Can I activate my crimson die real quick?
it. Didn't roll 1.
Is it a 2?
Slightly better.
10.
With a 3, I attempt to help.
So disappointing.
Do I need
You're-
to come over there and do it?
Yes.
You've got the door?
Try again.
No, I don't have the door, but when you guys.
Then why are you trying to do the
Oh,
door?
that's better.
I'm just waiting to help.
That's 22.
Rolled another 3 to help.
There's the button. You just push the button.
You're not 100% sure that this sarcophagus is a real sarcophagus.
Oh,
Oh.
Trixie bastard.
Ah.
It looks like it might be possibly a block of stone carved to look like a sarcophagus.
A red herring.
Is There's a treasure
Hurry up
though,
or
like
nothing.
around the.
Yep. So the following treasures are strewn sort of atop the chariot and the sarcophagus. There's a golden torque worth probably 250 gold pieces.
Who's taking these?
There's 3 golden cups worth 75 gold pieces each. 5 gold cloak pins worth 25 gold pieces each, and an amulet. There's an amulet sitting there as well.
Amulet of health.
Yes, an amulet of health.
Be very useful for something.
Who has the least amount of hit points?
Not me anymore.
Well, it's not me.
Can I? No, I can't make decisions. Never mind.
I don't want to touch it.
Amulet?
I'll go get it.
I can't make decisions.
Strange shadows shift across the walls, forming the outline of a long-legged bird. Its beak stabs at you as a voice echoes through your mind. You will do as I command. Make me a charisma saving throw.
Or you can choose to fail.
Absolutely not.
This one's bossy. I don't like this one.
So we have proficiency with that one. So 4, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
Okay. You successfully resist.
No.
We need you to be flawed too.
Oh, good.
That way we can just be completely dysfunctional.
What would the flaw in that one have been?
I bow before no one and expect others to do as I command.
What was the boon then?
You can't be surprised. You gain advantage on all wisdom checks, and you never take damage from falling.
Okay. Well,
Skeletons? Oh, the traps. Yes.
now should we leave?
Let's.
And then did somebody write down all of this stuff?
No, of course not.
I wrote down some of it. I'll have to get the rest of it later.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
fine.
got
It's not
some
like we're
of it.
surviving the gym.
Well, I just want to be able to pay Azaka if we survive.
Yeah.
Oh, and Joseph probably needs extra pay too. Hazard pay, right?
I'm getting paid.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's
Boy, you've gone through an awful lot on the little to no money.
How did they talk you into this
I
trip?
mean,
Good
nobody's
question.
paying
I don't
us.
know. I just going along for the ride. You know, bored.
I'm impressed by your moxie, minion. You can stay.
He was my favorite.
I see why.
Didn't your
You
husband
choose
your
well.
favorite?
I mean, he's my favorite. The first of the favorites.
What are we doing now?
Leaving.
Sure.
You actually, Clara, with your passive, you are catching a little whiff of sulfur and brimstone.
Wait, like when I got hit by the things from above?
No,
Okay.
Just-
Different than when Mr. Oscar Meyerweiner stabbed me from above.
yes,
Okay.
Would I smell the sulfur?
yes.
Can I?
You actually would. It's actually coming from the door that you just opened. The passage there.
Can
Do you even look what was in the bottle? I know you said it.
It's a
No,
person.
I can I step back in and check the walls again?
Sure.
How do those put them? We're both gonna die.
Yeah.
Oh.
Girl power or something. I feel like I shouldn't say that on stream.
All right. So you.
I shouldn't say that
Nothing is safe. Nothing is safe.
Drop the shovel.
The more you talk.
Stop digging. Stop digging. So you actually find another secret door right there.
And I know this one is not trapped because I would have seen it earlier. Shall we?
Keith's
Yeah,
like,
let's
oops.
go.
I'm
Instantly
gonna
gets
ahead of you.
Yes, by all means.
It's not trapped. There's just lava behind it.
Right.
It's not a trap, it's just a fact.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
Sulfur and brimstone, I
That's
say.
stealthy.
Yes, yes, stealthy people first.
Oh, that's me now.
Ha!
Ha ha!
Shit, it's also me.
Oh,
Ah.
So you wanna? So Azaka, you're heading in. All right.
Sniff it.
Clara is not
Listen.
going in.
I'm going in.
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
This looks fun.
I would suggest perhaps not going into the pentagram.
The air here reeks of sulfur and brimstone. On the floor of this chamber, a pentagram traced in salt surrounds an ornate sarcophagus, its lid covered with figurines of prancing, frog-like humanoids.
Oh,
Well, hey,
Happy
guess
day.
what, guys?
yes, Brayden.
Who built it?
You're not in the room.
Oh, that's right. I'm still all the way over there in the dark.
You've got the
Slot
The-
control
control
gem.
gem.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
Your slot's in this room.
Oh. Oh. Like I can see him?
No,
He's in the box.
Wait, is that another sarcophagus?
it is.
Yes. Does
Covered
the
with
stone seem
frog
to do
things.
anything?
Well,
Yeah.
Okay, the last one, the grung.
Yeah.
So we need to
Non
do
non.
this.
Wait.
Who knows? So
So you can tell that the slot is in the room somewhere. You just don't know where.
So
We, like, stuff
the
it.
circle is made of salt, right?
Yes.
Are the lines of the pentagram made of salt as well?
Yes.
How thick? Like thin lines.
Well,
thick lines.
I mean the circle is pretty thick. Sorry, guys. And the pentagram itself is kind of thin. I mean, it's basically what you're seeing there.
What'd you find?
Zaka, what's in there?
Slod.
I'm sorry. What?
Oh, slod.
And it's right next. It's like right next to you.
I have a slot.
I don't like my token being in.
Good call.
I just want to state for the record.
Okay.
These are your friends, slod.
You're smart.
What did you find?
Slide Scooby Doo.
That's what I was thinking.
I have
We stippled
a puppy frog man.
a puppy frog man.
So who's got Wongo?
Wongo.
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 No. Wait, is that the one Kiri
I
has?
think that's the
Yeah, that may be the one that she's got.
Uh-oh.
She has all
Or is Wongo the Wongo might be the displacer beast. Let me check.
No.
The list
No,
of-
Wongo's the.
Oh
No.
yeah, Wongo is
Yeah.
the
So Wongo is her. Okay.
Yeah.
So bright.
Right here.
She
Does
has
Bright
to
do
destroy all
anything?
evil.
Ow.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Do-do-do-do-do.
She will stealth and then she will sneak attack.
No!
It's fine. We have
I'm
the
gonna
control
attack the
set.
slod. She goes for my slod.
So she is gonna push by you, Clara.
Right.
I break.
Yeah.
I break.
Hi, Clara. And she's gonna come over here, right by Gideon. She's gonna come right by Gideon and Azaka, and she's gonna pull her foot back to try and scuff the salt circle.
No, somebody stop her.
I'm gonna step into the room and watch.
Freak is wrong with you?
She doesn't stick to the plan.
Let's see what happens.
Isn't Bright also an attack?
Yeah, she.
Yep.
She's that.
Bitch,
So
right?
she-
I thought we were friends.
You can try and
We'll
stop
have to
her.
stay together, yes. Bright, what are you doing?
You're not in there, are you?
You're not in there.
Oh. Well, I can
We're
still
not
ask
in
her what she's doing. 'cause-
So Azaka
oh,
can
wait.
try and stop her, but I'm not going to.
I kind of like slap her foot.
Hi, kitty.
Pulls out a little
Hey, don't worry. Me and you are the farthest away. You'll have to tell me what to do, but we'll be
Okay.
fine.
Do I know that I'm supposed to
Nope.
Alright, so we're not
So make me a strength check to stop her.
Good luck.
Good luck.
You have your laser sight?
Laser
Bright is not enormously strong.
No, she's not enormously strong.
And the Zaka is quite strong.
a natural 20.
Ooh, nice.
I think that'll do it.
So yeah, you're able to sort of pull her back away from the circle before she can actually do anything with it.
Would I know what that would do?
Well, I'm still not in the room.
You're still not in the room.
Do we hear commotion from the other room?
Would I know what she's trying to do that?
To break it?
Make me an insight check.
I have seen enough supernatural to me.
Right.
Break
Do not
that
move salt
spell.
circles.
Insight is wisdom. Yeah.
12.
You're not real sure why. You just know that she's become a lot more reckless lately. Or it's not so much that she's reckless. She just doesn't care about a lot of things lately.
She's a teenager.
I mean,
Was that when I was a teenager?
I don't care. I'm just gonna be like.
Yeah, it just seemed like the thing to do, but that's okay. And now that you've stopped her, she's obviously not going to try again.
So I'm gonna yell back down the hallway to everybody else. Who wants a frog?
My frog!
I have a frog. I have a frog.
I'm gonna summon a frog.
It jumps into the salt and dies.
All of us have one except for Clara.
Who wants a frog?
The big one? The big one's mine.
I have the frog. He missed.
Yeah, you have the flail now.
No, he has the flails.
Oh, I was talking about the slot, sorry. Okay.
Oh.
No, I was talking.
I'm just standing there at the door.
There's a lot of frogs.
It's a thing.
Then,
Guess nobody wants the frog.
I don't want that.
Cool.
well, we know where it
Do you want the
is.
frog?
Do you want to be
I am
possessed
so
by
lost.
a frog?
I have no idea.
Do you want the frog? Do you
No.
want to be possessed by a frog trickster god?
No, I don't.
That's
It's pretty fun.
I don't know, I enjoyed
They
mine.
turned all of them into infants for,
I'm
you
not
know.
an infant.
I don't think
I
they've
don't
changed that.
have.
Key.
Yeah.
What does my trickster god talk about in my head?
You've got Oblaka.
I've got Unk.
The snail.
Oh.
Whales.
Nothing.
Oh, mine's quiet.
I tossed
Mine's
my
quiet
blood.
too till I yell at it.
Hey Moa, have I
Most
changed much?
people are.
Yes and no.
Well, that was unhelpful.
Was there any like outward, visible evidence that you guys were taken over by a god?
I mean, there was like
My ears
smoke.
got
There was smoke and there were things that happened when people like grabbed
You
things
look a lot healthier.
and yes.
We did have a group discussion about, oh, well, this is what's happening to me now. So we've all sort of figured out what's wrong with
Keith?
everybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my mage hand to try and open the sarcophagus.
Okay.
You're not incorrect.
She just
Well,
burped a frog.
I don't
That
know
was
if my mage hand
specifically
is strong
for-
enough, but I'm gonna give it a shot and see.
That's your boom thing.
I'm gonna say no.
Oh, no, it
That
was
was
your
something
key.
else.
You used the key on the
Are you bringing?
sarcophagus.
Is there enough
Yes.
room that I
Yeah,
could
that was
open
Yes.
it
I
without?
touched an enchanted
disturbing
thing
the
that
salt?
gave me an ability to
Eh,
throw up 3 frogs.
Probably.
Because apparently that's a thing in D&D.
Percentage-wise, how likely
This
is
is
it?
my second frog.
Some rogues get a whole lot.
School of Fate, the first one.
Honestly, it's about 50-50.
Yeah.
So just so you know, arranged atop the sarcophagus are 12 painted wooden statuettes depicting grungs.
This is the girl.
They're cute, but basically
What's
worthless.
the opening in the north side of the room?
Why is it?
Mhm. You want to go check it out?
I do.
The pentagram. What did the grung do?
Wait.
Maybe it's trying to keep something else out.
Wait.
Is this
no.
where the wine comes from?
Make a perception check since you're standing right there. You asked about it.
Remember the checkerboard room?
Yeah.
I'd like to go and visit my
17.
slot now.
There is a very strong smell of wine down that tunnel.
Okay, well I thought it was lava, so.
I mean, fire and brimstone, that makes sense.
I assume it was
So
And down at the very end, you actually can see sort of a dark liquid lapping at the edge, or lapping at the tunnel as it slopes slightly downward.
hey Sploof,
Yes.
you want to come in here?
Yes, my slot is in there.
So
Yes.
yes, I'm gonna go visit my slot and figure out what's happening.
Okay.
Don't touch the salt, please.
That
Would I know why they would have put a pentagram around, like with Arcana or whatever? Would I know?
Make me an Arcana check.
+8, so
Oh, nice.
that's gonna be high. 24.
Okay.
I can't add.
Math is hard.
Basic maths.
So your slot is actually in the middle of the pentagram, and there are wards that are being powered by the salt, holding it there. So if you had, so if the salt gets disturbed, your slot can move around the
oh,
room.
but that's
But you have a control stone.
but I do have a control stone. I think I would like to disturb the salt.
By all means,
It is the. Wait, what?
go for it. I am interested to see what will happen.
And she's just like kind of look at it and go, and just kick it everywhere. There's just now this
Clara leaves the
goblin
room.
ball of salt.
All right, your slot is now free.
Hello, Slot. Would you like to help us open this thing? Give me a second. Wait.
And the lid of the sarcophagus moves on its own.
Have him pick up the gun.
I'm gonna go over and see what's in there.
I thought you were saying there. I thought you said gun. Alright.
Inside the sarcophagus is a varnished clay urn.
Nice.
Is there anything in it?
Are you
I
opening
will
it?
mage hand it open.
There are the skull and bones of a grung.
Anything else?
There are a few valuables. Looks like there's a couple of potions, a petrified grung egg.
Petrified.
Yep.
I will mage hand out the petrified grung egg,
Okay.
and I will start walking over to the rest of the party and be like, "All right, look what I found. Who wants it?" And I will not touch it.
Exactly.
Why
I
is it?
already have
No.
the trickster god.
Why do we? I can't just make a decision. Never mind.
Clara?
Do I know what it is?
It looks like a petrified grung egg.
Do I know what it is?
So grungs are little like frog men, like literal frog men, not scuba divers. And the
Gotta be the record.
scuba divers used to be called frogmen. Come on, guys.
Oh, sorry.
And this would be one of their eggs, is what it looks
I'm
like.
sorry if I would be like, sure, I'll carry it, or if I'd be like,
I mean, that's entirely up to you.
mean,
I will leave that up
that's
to you.
way a trickster god, the same as the other ones.
Right, so anybody want it?
well,
Don't say this.
Anybody want it?
Give it a shot.
You
Possession's
even
class.
did this.
Anybody who doesn't have
And
one?
apparently, I don't have
I
that
don't believe any of you.
card
Any of
sitting
it.
Alright,
here.
it's yours.
Okay.
Ha
As you touch the egg, a tendril of slime rises from its surface and transforms into a frog-like head that bobs towards you. A croaking voice sounds out in your mind. Nang Nang will help you now. Make me a charisma saving throw.
Or you could just choose to fail.
Or you can choose to fail.
At
And then you get
this
possessed.
point, you have watched all of us go through a similar process,
You don't want this.
and most of us have failed on purpose.
I'm gonna go back and get the other stuff
I
out of
love
there.
it.
Okay?
I will mage hand it
Possession's
out.
the best thing that's
Okay.
happened to me.
Roll.
Yes.
Don't roll.
So-
I don't know. Oh.
Oh.
Dang.
19.
With
A natural 19 plus whatever.
That's going to be plenty, so you are safe from the effect of being.
No frog.
And no means no.
And no means no. All right.
What has the other sleuth been doing while this is going on?
Probably
Just been kind of hanging around with you guys, just
We've been
watching.
passing out.
Yeah.
Do you want this?
Not really.
You have to.
Hey, Keith, I have a question.
I have all the
I know
answers.
Sleuth is smart,
Yeah.
intelligent, yes.
Correct.
But is he wise enough not to carry his phylactery around?
He's
Is
not
he a
very
Draco-ish level smart?
He's probably smarter than
Okay,
that.
just wondering.
Yeah.
And if he isn't, then
If he isn't, the rest of them around are.
I just thought it would be convenient if he had it around.
Yeah,
Smash. Just a thought.
not making that mistake twice in a row.
So,
underneath it.
In its hoard.
What is that?
Phylactery is what keeps a lich alive, so you can't kill a lich
If you-
unless you break its
Yeah,
phylactery.
if you don't break its phylactery but you kill it, it just comes back in a couple days.
Okay.
And it's usually really ticked off.
Yeah.
And they usually hide them extremely well. Different planes.
Adventures of learning how to DM.
Remember how a
Delish.
glyph of warding works.
Yes. Remember how a glyph of warding works, and remember that liches are smarter than that. Anyway.
Clara, you want to come look at this thing of wine?
Look at thing. What?
Come here,
Okay.
and I will show you the thing with the wine. I don't know what it's for, but it seems important.
Didn't we play with the wine in the other room?
Mm-mm.
We saw what it did, but we couldn't figure it out.
Oh, well, I don't know that we want to play with it.
Oh, that would be.
Seems important.
Oh, that would
I mean,
be smart.
I'll look. Can I don't think I can fit, because didn't we always send...
Hemorrhoid.
Hemorrhoid
Yeah,
did
but
these
I could
things?
see it.
You can see it,
but you
but
can't.
I can't fit in.
I'll do it.
You
I
can't.
don't think you fit
Yeah, you
either.
can't fit either.
do we need to send hemorrhoid?
To go drink? I mean, does hemorrhoid like to drink? Can hemorrhoid get drunk?
A test!
Test.
science.
For science!
The world might be ending, but we have far more important things to be testing right now, okay?
Do we
I
still
mean-
have a little man in a bottle that nobody's addressed?
Yeah, well, actually, I was thinking you could send hemorrhoid to go test whether or not Faye can get drunk, because this is important to know. And then you can ritually cast a couple of times.
Okay, identify, yes. I will do that. So I'm going to
Meanwhile, I will just be watching down the.
send hemorrhoid to get drunk, and I'm going to cast identify on the little man in the bottle.
Hey Joseph, are you thirsty? There's a whole bunch of wine down there.
I don't drink.
Oh. Fair enough.
I mean, I wouldn't drink wine that just randomly came from somewhere in the tomb.
Why not?
I mean, realistically, I feel like if
It's
you're gonna
wine,
take
nothing
up drinking,
survives.
this place would be the thing that
Bacteria
would do
don't
it.
bacteria don't survive in alcohol.
Enchantments
It's
do.
not 100% true, by the way.
Not to say I'm pretty sure I've seen some pretty gross wine.
Yeah.
Still think that's
Vinegar.
is.
So yeah. Does Hemorrhoid have his own little?
Yep.
He's got a little mousy character.
Thank you for providing some of the avatars for this game.
So hemorrhoid goes down the tunnel. It does slope downward. You realize it's probably big enough that some of the bigger pinkies could probably fit down the tunnel as well.
You mean the smaller pinkies? The bigger pinkies could fit in the tunnel.
Hey, stop calling me fat.
But as it slopes down, it does reach. So he does get to the wine, and he sort of dips his toe in and starts swimming in the wine and goes around the corner and out of sight.
My favorite part of this is that Keith probably had to look up if they get drunk.
No, I also want him to explore and see like where things can
Not just get drunk.
So you guys are not seeing what I'm seeing.
Not just get drunk, just not exclusively drunk.
Did you add line of sight for us to the token?
I did. I thought I did. Give me 1 second.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
in
think
the
we
other
did it.
Here we go.
place.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
here.
There we go.
Oh, lots of wine.
Oh. Oh jeez.
Is there any
It's a
cheese?
wine
Are there other openings from the big vat?
Sometimes I remember what we're doing and then just be like, why?
Yep.
No other openings.
No other openings. And then, are you like watching through Hemorrhoid's eyes?
No,
Or are you ritually casting?
because I'm ritually casting the other thing.
Okay. So
But he
so
can still communicate with me, right?
he can.
Okay.
What is, what
Oh no! Goes down.
So so you're in contact with him as you're casting the spell,
Oh no.
and then you get this meep, the wine is moving, and he's gone.
monster.
Not wine.
Gentlemen, it's been an honor as the people of the Titanic play him off.
So I'm gonna have to recast Hemorrhoid.
Surprise!
I'm pretty sure something in the wine ate him.
Crocodiles in the wine.
What a way to go.
Talk about empty calories.
Well,
I don't think I've ever had rat. I don't know how it tastes. I would not want to eat hemorrhoid, especially if we had not cooked it.
that's not bad.
Oh, that's right, Underdark.
Yep. Right. A bottle?
Okay.
Finishing identifying that.
The little person.
It's a Dao named
Oh.
What is it?
Keshma al Wazir.
It is a genie. We did find a genie this
Earth
time.
genie.
No, don't call it a genie.
We found... Yes.
It's an earth djinn.
But
Down.
essentially, yes.
So, wishes, if we pop it open and it gives us one, but then
If it
could
decides
attack
to,
us.
or it decides to kill us, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of us have any familiarity with Tao?
Where did they come from?
Where did they go?
Where did they come from?
Let's see. Are these fey fiends or undead?
No, they're elemental.
No.
Shush.
Is it an aberration?
Nope.
Nope.
Elemental.
Let me out.
It's so cute.
Anything in this tube that asks to be let out, I'm thinking we shouldn't let it out.
Don't feed the bears.
It's not fair.
I'm
I-
telling how long
We're
you
not
can
gonna
change your mind.
I can give you riches. Let me out.
Anything in this tomb that promises me that, I also don't trust.
There are sapphires curled through her hair, and platinum
Sapphire.
armbands.
These are sapphires, little white ones.
So much money.
We don't have anywhere to spend it until we survive. So I think anything that might help us survive.
I'm gonna reach over.
Nope.
Oh.
You gonna stop her?
me.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide a hand out of his hands first. I'm not gonna try to outstrength you, I'll just keep it away from you.
Roll your sleight of hand.
So what do I need?
Clara, roll your perception. Actually, both of you guys, roll your perception checks.
Anything?
What do you want to do?
Do it.
How close am I to Joseph?
I mean, you can be wherever you want to be.
I'm right next to Joseph.
Okay.
And I see this, I'm like, oh no, and I throw the egg at him. Free my hand. I'm like, ouch.
Okay. As it touches you, You do see the little glob slime of a frog egg, and I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
You'll be fine.
It'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Oh no!
0.
I'm trying to help.
0.
12.
I don't think that's enough. I
No, we don't know what
believe.
the DC is. Because all of us have.
Well, and I think it's probably different for each of them. I don't actually know, but
Well, the people who haven't chosen to fail have succeeded by such a high number that, like.
That is not enough to succeed. So you are now inhabited by Nang Nang.
Nang nang.
Bang bang!
Appreciate
So your flaw, you might want to make a note because for whatever reason I don't have the card in front of me. I don't know why.
What does nang nang give you?
So your flaw, while inhabited by Nang Nang, you gain the following flaw. I won't share with others.
good.
Joseph went from a mild-mannered fighter to a greedy.
Cutthroat.
But
A greedy border cutthroat.
while you are inhabited by Nang Nang, you can move up, down, and across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings while leaving your hands free.
That's cool.
You also gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed.
Okay.
Welcome to my world.
I'll take it.
You are inhabited by a tree frog. Congratulations.
Well, we only know. And then there's
19
one
sleight
left.
of hand.
Okay, 19 sleight of hand. Well, you saw it,
What is
obviously.
it that you wanted me to roll?
Perception check.
Oh, that's 21.
21. So both of you see Gideon come up being really sneaky and reach out and grab the bottle.
Hey Nix, it's not worth it.
Why don't you change your plans? Give it one.
Maybe I will later.
Not the genie. She's got things in
Don't
her
say
hair.
genie.
Not the gin.
Did you not learn your
It's
lesson?
Dow.
Want the Dow. What was his name?
Keshma al-Wazir.
Keshma.
Yes?
Excited about that.
Yes. Are you going to be the one to let me out?
I'm gonna try.
Good. Hey, you. The one holding my bottle.
Yep.
Give me to her.
No!
Give it to me, I can't make a decision. Therefore, I won't ever give it to anyone.
Tell you what, we'll talk about the deal later.
See that we do.
What do you think?
What?
We make a deal?
Sure, later.
Perhaps we are pretty
If-
sure.
if we survive.
I think we like. I
So-
think, like she's probably not gonna make our lives worse if we find ourselves in a circumstance that we're like, oh, we're
Moa?
about to die.
Where's Moa? Who's got Moa?
Yes.
Truthful Moa advises his host not to break any bargains made with the Tao.
Don't break any bargains.
Nang Nang.
Break all the bargains made with the Tao.
Nang Nang advises her host to cut deals with the Tao that benefit only the host and her.
I probably have no.
And no one's got Papazotl.
Which one's Papazotto?
That's the Ibli. Yeah.
Easily.
Mine that did not
Yeah.
take gold.
Okay.
Alright, well,
Into my bag it goes.
No.
awkward. All the power in the universe.
Right? Now what?
Onward.
Sure.
Oh, 2 waffles.
Or we could just go. Do we want to go to the 5th floor?
Sure.
Sure. Hey, why
All the
not?
way down?
Sure.
We can go try your wardrobes
Which one?
on the 3rd cog.
Oh, that's right. Do we
Sure.
want to do that?
I mean, it is, my opinion, we've seen
Well, we-
One more
I think
thing
there's-
had lava
I think
in it.
there's one more thing we need to do.
You've seen a thing of water.
water.
Yeah, you were looking through the eyes of a thing.
Oh, yeah, but that's just water. I think. I could be wrong.
We need to go to the 4th floor.
What else is on the floor?
Iron staff.
Oh, right. We didn't decide if we wanted to try that because it's not a god.
True, I'm just saying that there was a jade key gator, a
Although we
gator
didn't
jade key
think that the chariot was
that opens a chest on the 5th floor that we don't know. But that is also where the 4-armed gargoyle is. So
We just thought it was a sarcophagus.
now, another question. If we do want to go to the 4th floor, how are we getting there? Okay. So there's the surface entrance, which I don't know if we want to share with,
Do we want to go back where Withers might be?
No.
or we can go through the gargoyle ceiling.
Oh, but we have to open that door. We've been down there recently. I don't know if that's a problem.
Well, no, we just gotta get down there. Like, how are we getting down there?
Mission Impossible style.
It's either Mission Impossible or we take the service entrance. I don't know if we want to take the service entrance with,
I'm not. Okay, player Steven is not sure he understands.
okay. There's the service entrance, or the Withers, back of Disney service entrance.
There's employee only.
Right here, employee only. That takes us to here. Then there is the skylight here at
to
the
the fifth
gargoyles.
floor, not
on
to
the
the
5th
fourth floor. Okay, I misunderstood. I thought you were saying to the
That
fourth floor. And I
takes
was
us-
like, we just take the
that drops us
stairs.
down right here.
We can probably do servants entrance for that part.
Do we want
Just to
certain
descend
individuals
one
to know
floor.
that know of the service entrance?
I mean, we might have already given that away.
Yes.
Who are you talking to?
Well, I think we're fine. We have one of the employees with us.
Oh,
The slot?
no. Sploof!
Yes, Sploof.
You can. We can go through pretty much as we need to through the back passages, right?
Why, certainly. Why do you need to?
Why not?
Eh.
So, yeah, we have an employee.
5th floor then?
Sure.
Okay.
What could it hurt?
So
Except
many
all of our
things.
faces.
We go to the 5th floor via the surface entrance.
Let's see. Nearest access to the servants' entrance. I
It's
would like
on-
to point
it's
out I'm
literally
still
on-
looking for other secret doors.
I would like to ride on my slot's shoulders.
Ew. I guess you don't care.
As
Gross,
a
I don't care.
as a side note, we need to remember the aboleth slime.
Right.
And that is covering the surface entrance.
That's fine. I can freeze it. The aboleth slime on the 5th floor.
I don't remember this.
The stuff that Gideon just broke.
If you touch it, you take a bunch of psychic damage.
Which I think you did.
Oh, I didn't. None of us. touched
Somebody
it.
somebody did
touched
because
it.
we learned what it did. I think it was Nate.
That would make sense.
That sounds neat.
Yeah, that's a Nate thing.
Okay. So then that. Okay.
We're off.
It gives you psychic damage.
Asarak is
And
not
no-
the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
He is the man behind the curtain.
He is the man behind the curtain.
Weird if fetus thing is, but
I mean, the Wizard of Oz was a big too.
I'm not wrong. Moa?
Maybe we'll get all this way and find out Asarak has no magical powers.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
beat up an old man.
That needs to be one of the quotes for today, I think.
These images who are manipulating this layer,
Yes.
how do we effectively stop what they're doing?
If I knew that, I would not have been trapped in this tomb.
That's fair. Just checking.
They're helpful. They're not that helpful.
Oh. It's worse than that.
Would we have seen him getting possessed?
Aboleth stuff is a lot
Probably.
worse than that.
Yep. So as you
Me? Name Mang? Nay or whatever it is.
Nang Nang.
Nang.
Does he talk to you too?
A little bit.
What's he
Alright.
say?
I'm so
Can
sorry.
we block off the poison spray?
Secrets don't make friends.
I'll take some, but I would like to try
Because then that will.
stopping the poison spray stuff.
Turn on
Oh no, we need to turn off the sprinkler to bring the to make
Salad.
the salads stop. But then we've still got the
Fighting.
shambling mountains,
Yes.
evil fighting bushes,
Salads.
salads.
At one point, Braden yelled, "Die, salad!" while he was trying to kill them. So.
Because it was a 1v3. I was losing.
It now has a bug that says "Die, salad" on it.
Yeah, only because the thing reset.
We're going through this way. I freaking told you that they don't make hallways without exits.
Okay. Keith's trying to maneuver all of us.
And down the stairs. And you guys are just going to keep going until you get to the bottom?
Get up to the 5th floor.
Okay.
Unless I go as far as the 5th floor, in which case.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know. It makes my brain hurt.
Here it looks like two of your big bunch of grapes.
That would be Sploof.
Those would be both the sloops.
Oh.
I'm gonna see it as grapes now, though.
Okay.
I can't see anything.
Here we see Keith attempting to take all of the tokens and moving it to the floor. One
By one.
You know, you could highlight all of them.
Yeah.
Copy. Paste. All
And
one.
just leave all of the rest of us up here.
Oh.
This is the 4th floor.
Indeed.
Well, it is. Sorry.
I don't know, take your time. There.
We're in no hurry to get to this part.
All right.
Ice it.
So,
I will freeze my way through the aboleth
gunk.
stuff.
Okay. Alrighty.
Don't anyone touch it because
Just,
it's worse than acid.
what is, where is it coming from exactly?
An aboleth.
Right, but like, what part of the aboleth is this coming from?
No one at this table knows that answer.
Again, don't ask questions if you're not prepared for the answer.
Like, is this boogers? Is this...
Oh, wait. That's right.
That depends on where your boogers come from.
Excuse me?
That
other
was
question is
somehow
that?
much worse.
Where do your boogers come from?
No. I don't want to know. The less I know about Sploof's anatomy, the better I feel.
Alright.
You remember that one time?
Oh.
that-
We need to bring big-handed hemorrhoid back
Why?
to push the buttons.
Oh,
So, by ritual
so
cast.
we just don't close the door this time.
Well, no, we have to be in cog 2
Oh, that's right.
to get to cog 3.
Yep.
I ritual cast hemorrhoid with weird human hands.
And we send him, and then you send him off to the control room.
Freaking hemorrhoid.
He just drags
So with hemorrhoid recast, can he tell Spoof what killed him in the wine?
Should have brought it.
All he saw was that the wine was moving.
And it was
And then it ate him.
Black pudding, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it was, I don't think the one.
All right. So what is the plan for you guys?
What are you doing? What are you?
What does it look like I'm doing?
You're gonna have the weird stuff on your search history.
This is not the weirdest thing that will be on my search history, trust me.
I don't want to.
He's looking up
I
mouse
do
with
wanna-
human hands.
Man, there's not a great mouse with human hands thing.
Yeah.
There will be.
There will be
someday
soon.
because of her.
So what was?
Really like hot down.
All right. So you guys have gotten to the end of the tunnel. What was the plan?
Oh no! No!
So. Okay, get out.
Alright, so we're going
Oh,
to send Hemorrhoid to the control room while we are here in cog 2. Right.
Can I? So I thought that there was going to be something auditory problems over when we were by the lava, because I saw the screaming depictions of people. So, could I have back all of the wax that we used to make earplugs?
We didn't.
Dude, we made earplugs.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, Clara handed out wax earplugs.
Can I have those back, please? Thank you.
Sure.
And I'm going to try to plug all of the holes in the sprinkler.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Do you have that much wax?
I mean, we had like 6 candles worth, so it's not a huge amount, but.
Alright, so.
And then once I've plugged it, I'm going to take my pants, not the ones I'm wearing, and I'm going to wrap it as tightly as I can to hold the wax in.
Okay.
And then I would like to use frostbite to freeze that onto it.
All right.
You know, like jeans down,
Yeah.
like when you
Yeah.
when you get in the snow. And your
Mhm.
I would
pants are
like
just
to stand
frozen.
by
Ugh.
the door. Chipper would be standing by. I
Okay.
know that will go directly to number 3.
All right.
Oh, but we also are about to get. Everybody needs to. Oh, this is gonna open up to the poison.
Which means we gotta have hemorrhoid shift it back, I think.
Yeah, like we need to move it to open to number 3, which was whatever position that was, and then we need to immediately close it
Yes.
once we're
To
across.
return it back to whatever position
Oh,
it's in.
oh no, but if you need more wax, you have sploof times 2 now. Check their ears.
Oh,
Ew.
Nate.
Nate, I
It's
miss
not
you.
wrong.
I mean,
It's not wrong.
Yep, yep.
But gross.
Okay.
It is looking at stuff.
Yep. Looking up stuff. Give me a second. It's been a minute.
Tell
Do, do, do,
Howard
do, do.
to push the blue button.
He knows the instructions. That's all.
All right.
Yeah, but you don't want actually. We don't want that. But it would be really funny to connect him to the aboleth.
Wait a second.
Isn't that the aboleth?
I mean, it's the thing that was talking.
Ugh.
So
Okay.
it's either the blue or the
I
red.
don't want
Well-
it to be.
Was it apple that was talking?
We don't know. It just said
No,
what
otherwise.
now
Whatever.
something. What now? And a name.
Some name, yeah.
Nafiki?
Rafiki?
No, Nafiki.
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
Somebody?
How now, brown cow?
Heath is looking
Okay.
at something.
I have to remember how this works.
I have to remember how this works. All right. So Sploof, you tell, you give Hemorrhoid the instructions. He flips he gets up on the panel and he turns the blue dial twice to the right, twice to the left, and pushes the blue button. And as he does, you all feel the cogs start to turn.
Okay, everyone ready to move quickly as soon as it opens into the next club.
Over by me.
The first door passes the room to the north, which, yep.
Damn it. I'm standing right next to it.
And I'm just gonna move this out of the way so you guys can see what's happening here.
We hold our breath.
Oh, Griff is like, oh, you need my instructions, eh?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, we do.
But she doesn't care.
Okay.
Of course you're not there. Exactly.
So it passes by the first room. The gas billows in, and I need all of you to make me a Constitution saving throw. The dwarves
Advantage.
will have
And you
advantage.
take half. Oh, yes. Good. 18.
Okay, so
21.
pass,
18.
pass,
7.
fail,
6.
fail,
9.
fail,
Unnatural 20.
pass,
10.
fail. Everyone who fails will take 18 points of poison damage.
Ooh.
Everyone that succeeds takes half of that. 9.
9.
9.
Take half, so 5.
5 points.
Okay.
Okay, and the room keeps moving,
Head to the door, I'm behind.
and the vegetation starts to
Sprinkler.
move.
Does the sprinkler affect that?
It is not the sprinkler that is causing the effect.
So what did the sprinkler do?
It watered the plants.
Okay.
And there are 3 shambling mounds
You
in.
need to get off and then let it close.
Yep.
Okay, so the doors line up. You guys
Go through
all
and have the,
go
the
through.
android turn it very quickly.
And he turns it. Eliash,
I was the first one too.
you've been here before. Odds or evens?
Odds.
None of them get through the door after you before the cogs turn back the other direction.
Another fight avoided.
Alright. Ice the
That's my favorite
gunk.
kind of fight.
We ice the gunk on the floor.
Indeed.
Okay.
And we have 5 wardrobes.
And you didn't open any of these, correct?
I didn't want to know what was inside.
All right. Since this is the first time for most of you, for the rest of you, yeah. This is the first time for the rest of you actually making it to this room. So there are for you guys there are 5 teak wardrobes against the walls of the chamber. Each with a door bearing, in fact, it's the type of wood that our table is made out of. Each with a door bearing a carved image or scene. There are puddles of gray slime covering parts of the floor that you're taking care of. The room has 2 exits, including a portcullis to the north.
And the way to the south has just like a skull that had nothing.
Yeah, set into a metal plate above the portcullis is a row of 5 red crystals shaped like drops of blood.
Oh, we have to
chests.
open each of these things and fight what's ever in.
Really quickly, as a bonus action, I would like to cast Mass Healing Word.
Oh.
All right.
Since everybody just took a bunch of damage. Naturally. That's going to be
Nyx,
5 points of healing to everyone.
what size are you as a gnome?
Small.
Okay. And tiny is below small.
Yes.
So, okay.
Tiny is what can go through
Alright.
the portcullis.
Right.
What are the things on the wardrobes again?
All right.
Write
The
this down.
so there are 5. The first one depicts an army of orcs clashing with an army of hobgoblins.
That looks fun.
Yeah.
The second door depicts a grinning night hag with a swaddled human infant in her
That looks
arms.
Really not fun.
That looks worse, actually.
The third door is carved to depict the face of an ornate clock.
What?
So are we thinking these are puzzles?
The
I
fourth
think I have it.
depicts twisted, screaming humanoid faces wrapped in chains.
Seems fun.
And the last scene depicts ghouls gnawing on bones.
I think we
We're
have
drinking
to.
blood.
I think we have to do something for each of these. We have to open it and something happens. And after we get done with it, I assume the crystals turns
And
on.
which one do we want to open first?
I don't know.
The clock seems
The 9
innocuous.
one. The clock's like the.
Do any of our gods have preferences?
No.
Oh.
Go reckless gnome. Pick
Go
one.
reckless gnome.
Which
go
one?
forth and
The-
You've got hobgoblins, clock,
The
Night hag.
No, not gnolls.
Ghouls.
Ghouls.
Oh, you're doing ghouls?
Oh dear.
May I, as I see her do this, may I crimson right?
Sure. You open the door. Your gaze, you gaze out across an ancient cemetery. Its canted tombstones shrouded in fog. Eerie, hungry shapes move among the graves in the distance. Suddenly, bright, glowing balls of light appear in the room behind you.
Will-o-wisps.
Dang it!
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh, are you freaking kidding me?
I have so much more to my initiative now.
Oh, are you kidding me? Would it count?
So I need to make a new character sheet. This one's just like,
Yeah, same.
so
Same.
written over.
Hey, we'll see how this guy turns out.
I write all my notes in the margins.
24.
5.
24.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
21.
Yeah.
Nice.
10.
14.
That's
All right. So I will leave it up to the two of you to decide who goes first.
I will. How many will-o-wisps are there?
There are 4 of them.
As the wonder wonders, see what happens.
Who's the one that won? No, that would be terrible. I will
But you never go according to
just
plan.
attack one.
Okay.
To keep it simple.
Shoot them all now.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Alrighty.
A 14 doesn't.
You slash through the air with your
Oh,
sword.
Wait. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
I can use precision strike.
Oh, that's right. You can add your.
Okay, so
Superior.
will hit.
No, I'm not this in my head anymore.
That is 12 points of damage to the will-o-wisp.
Now remind me, is your sword?
Magical?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
It
is.
is the definition of magical.
Yes, it is. So how much was that? I'm sorry.
12.
12 points. And the glowing mote of light flickers a little bit and drops like a stone to the floor.
Is it?
It is still glowing.
step on
Eat
it. Don't eat it.
Put it in your mouth.
Monsieur Daniel, what would you like to do, sir?
I guess I will attack anyone that's closest to me. I can't see.
I don't have tokens for it.
Attack one that's not unconscious.
Theater of the mind.
Whatever one is closest to me.
Okay.
I will attack it with my long sword.
Oh.
That will be. That'll be 9.
That is not going to hit.
As much as I like him, this is why he's working for free. You should have multiple attack though.
Yeah, you
I
should.
was about to ask. I don't know how many I have. I think 2.
Should be 2, yeah.
One more time.
That's so much better.
Way better. For 21.
21 will hit, yes. So, Clara, I have an important question for you. Would you have trusted him with the magic weapon?
I would have, yes.
Okay.
I don't know if my husband would. I don't know.
So, Nyx, odds or evens?
Odds.
Okay,
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Okay, cool.
Does it?
Yes.
Does
Cool.
he have a magic weapon?
It seemed to do damage, so.
Oh, that's a
So
good sign.
probably.
All right. Nyx, you're up.
Okay. Actually, the one that's on the ground,
Uh-huh.
No, don't.
I'm gonna step on it.
Okay, so,
I want to make sure it stays down.
okay. So, that will be,
Strength?
yeah, that's, well, it's an improvised attack, so just,
Strength?
Unarmed?
it's an unarmed attack.
So it would be
So
1
plus your strength
strength.
bonus.
Which isn't bad.
So wait, just.
So it's
So,
7.
so
7 points of damage
Oh,
is
okay.
what you will
I
do.
see.
Add your strength to your roll.
Totally missed.
you have advantage because it's on the ground,
That's true.
unconscious.
5.
11.
I mean, it is on the ground.
Yes, but you, yeah,
You're not,
Dance.
you're
No.
not versed in the way of stomping.
yeah.
Apparently not.
Feet.
Anything else you want to try and do?
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
I'm right, that's not a spider. Sunshine is going to also attack the one on the floor.
Okay.
It is proficient with its bite, however.
What happens if I slay it? I can raise it as a specter.
You didn't level up your
Yeah,
character.
but you never stayed fighter playing. So.
Okay, so it's going to be his proficiency.
This sheet is weird.
You're having a
Use
problem.
Sunshine.
Which
There's
is your
4 of them.
proficiency?
I keep the same one to attack.
4.
Yep, so 4 plus dex. So 4 plus 4 is plus 8 plus your roll.
12.
So
Okay.
unnatural 20 to hit.
Unnatural. That will hit.
And then plus 4 to damage.
Oh, the 10. According to my husband, who usually does my leveling up for me.
But I forgot to level up everybody in this case.
How dare you level me
I
up?
know.
Irresponsible.
Oh wait, no.
Wait, wasn't there poison damage to that?
Oh, plus 3 poison damage. I don't know if that matters with a willow is, but
Wait, no, it's plus 2d6 poison damage.
oh, never mind.
So 10 plus 6 plus
12.
Wow. So
12.
22.
Yeah.
Okay,
But it's not magical.
but it's non-magical, so there's no effect.
None?
None.
They're immune to non-magical damage.
They're ghosts.
Well, then we're useless.
Um,
I don't
Just
have
for my
magical weapons.
reference, so I can plan what I'm
And
doing.
neither does Stephen.
I know.
Do these count as
But Steven has
objects?
spells.
I
these
have
count as creatures.
Well, if it weighs 1 to 5 pounds,
Does it weigh the same as a sparrow?
if it still fits the weight. It says object,
What you trying to do?
not creature.
I don't know.
What is catapult?
Oh.
It is exactly what it sounds like. It grabs, it flings, but it does damage to the thing that it is flung at, so it would make it.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
okay.
it's not going to work
So-
that way.
It,
Okay.
like, all these objects, like
Carry on.
chairs, lamps.
I just
Um,
had to ask that so I would be able to be.
Like, torpedo it across the room
prepared.
at someone.
All right, so it is now their turn.
That was barrage.
That was barrage, and because it just says I have to use a ranged weapon, so I threw my fork.
No, a non-ranged, wasn't it?
No, it's a ranged weapon, but you can throw a fork, so.
So why would you not?
Right.
That's how you kill coupons. Like, some
Okay.
Huh?
Mystery metal.
That was great.
That's what Laura did when she fought
I know.
with the pin.
That was great watching on their faces when I was like, I grab the fork off the table and run after them.
All right. So the one that you've sort of knocked to the ground, it's the light of it flickers out.
And comes back.
It's invisible.
It's just it just turned invisible,
Oh.
and
Oh, well.
Go for it.
that's all it can do. The other 3 are going to make shock attacks. First one is going to come after you. 17.
That is my armor class.
So that will hit. You will take 9 points of lightning damage. Nyx. That one's going to miss you. I'm assuming an 8 doesn't hit your armor class.
Okay. Twice.
And does a 17 hit Sunshine?
Pretty sure. Yes.
So Sunshine,
Wait.
Oh, wait.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, yeah, it does.
yeah, Sunshine.
It's at 17.
Sunshine will take.
Yeah.
So Sunshine will take 9 points of lightning damage as well. And Sploof.
Sploof.
And Scorching Ray.
Okay.
So I'm going to I get 3 bursts, and there are
There are 3 that are
still
still visible, yes.
I would like to aim a burst at each one.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That's not gonna hit.
Nope, that's a
It might hit,
natural
but
one.
not we were looking
Oh wait,
for.
but I can burn an inspiration, so I'm gonna burn my inspiration.
'Kay.
For that one, and this is gonna be over 20.
Okay.
Next one is gonna be 16.
That one misses.
Oh, and that's a nat 20.
That one will hit for sure.
Okay, so the one that hits is gonna do.
So 2 hit.
Yeah, the one that's not a nat 20 is gonna do 8 points of damage. The one that is a nat 20, do you want to do the full damage plus a roll thing?
Yes.
10 plus your dice.
22 points of damage for that
So
one.
you're at 13.
That one explodes in a shower of fireworks.
Nice.
15.
I'm saying.
Open
Yeah,
all of
it's-
them, let them
We're
fight
about
each other.
to we're about to do a long slog here.
All right.
That's not a terrible idea.
No.
What?
I mean,
Open all of them
could
at
be
once, let them
used.
fight each other.
It could be a terrible mistake, but it could also be very useful. I'm not sure.
Yellow?
Yeah, if you're impulsive, just go to town.
Reckless.
You are
And
you are
fearless.
The
reckless.
question is
A
which
little-
one are you gonna do next?
Oh yeah, I guess I can't do all of them in one turn.
No.
There.
Can you remove that part?
All right. So that's Sploof's turn. Clara, you're up.
Spirit Guardians.
Imagine that.
Same as every time we
What
start a battle.
surprise! One spell you know.
At level 4.
So what does that give you?
Just more damage.
And what's the range?
It is 15 feet from my person, and I will move towards the center of the room.
Okay.
She can literally get the hole.
Okay. And they get
And it is
saved.
now a DC 15 save.
Okay. And what's the
DC 15 Wisdom.
This be literally.
No.
well, what do you know? Only one of them made it.
Sweet.
I do have.
Uh, 11 points of
That's why I
damage,
prefer being
or
good.
6 points on the save.
Okay. All right. There are a couple more showers of sparks, and there is one remaining.
That we can't see.
No, it's still visible.
Oh.
Yeah, the invisible one actually got caught in the blast. Got caught in your whatever aura. Yeah. All right. And so you moved. You did the thing. Azaka, that'll be you.
See up there, and there's one.
There is only one left.
Just throw it.
Okay. How close am I?
You basically you're within range. You'll be able to get to him wherever you are in the room.
Am I 15 feet away?
You're close. Yeah, I mean you're within. So the circle is 15 feet from Clara. So Clara's in the middle of the room.
Okay. I'm gonna do a multi-tap.
Cool.
I would like to assume I've been in hybrid form this whole time, but I don't mind.
Sure, we can say that.
I want to claw attack.
Yes.
Well, that's actually a good thing because claw attacks, because you're because you're lycanthrope. Such a hard word. Those claw attacks are magical.
Ooh. So actually do damage.
Actually deal damage.
So make your attacks.
Kill the thing. Kill the thing.
That'd be a natural.
Woohoo! All right. So as a reminder, you get your full damage, and then roll your damage again. So
Go ahead, roll whatever you're gonna roll, and then you'll just add the max of
yeah.
what you could have rolled.
So with your claws, should be on there somewhere. And if not, I can find her. Where is Zaka? Oh, you're.
I'm kidding.
Let me see.
Does it say you get 2 flat?
Nice. Is it 1d8?
So 1d8 was 3.
Okay, so that would be 8 plus 6 plus 3. So that is 12,
14, 17.
You do math the same way I do.
And that is enough. After the first strike, it
Nice.
disappears.
Technically out of initiative now.
We are technically out of
There's
initiative.
an invisible one still, right?
No.
Oh, yes.
No.
Against your gifts.
One. Love it. Love it.
Yes.
As
That.
awful as I thought.
That.
So hold that up. Hold it up. Hold it up. There it is. That's a rat with hands.
It's hemorrhoid.
It's hemorrhoid right now. Love it. Love it. Love it.
That is
Makes me
exactly
wildly
what my
uncomfortable.
brain did.
Then I will send it.
Yes.
One of
Hands as big as its body.
one of the red gems lights up.
Okay, well I think we know what we have to do.
Yep.
Let's do it all at one time.
Sure.
We have to kill all the things that come from all the chests.
I will
Alright.
point out we don't know how many things come through
Each one.
each one,
I know.
so we might get overwhelmed.
But they might kill each other too. I'm gonna do it!
I'm gonna open up.
I will hold my action to attack.
Which one are you opening first?
Which one was? Whichever. I'll go left from the one I opened and just go.
Okay.
So what's left from the ghoul?
Left from the ghoul.
It would have been the first one, which is hobgoblins and orcs.
Boa, make me invisible.
Sorry.
Oh, that's right.
Can I hold an action for Toll the Dead?
You may, yes.
I filled my action to attack if anything comes.
No, Nova. The gem is not the ruby.
Yeah, I thought that.
Of the sea?
No.
The one he's on.
The best lay ever.
Dust and smoke billow from the wardrobe,
Yep.
and the air beyond you, and the air around you, sounds out with the roar of a battle. Beyond the doors, armies fight under a blood-red sky that has an iron cube floating in it like a huge distant moon. Clouds of ash suddenly fly out of the wardrobe, transforming into screaming orcs right before your eyes. There are 8 orcs in the room with you.
Okay,
Eight orcs.
next door.
Oh no.
You can't open it.
Oh.
So you have
Oh,
to-
good. You have to do it one by
One at
one.
a time.
That's good.
Are we doing new initiative?
Um, You guys will keep your same initiative, and I will roll new initiative for
I
mine.
have a slot that I forgot about.
Yes, that
Yes.
you
You did.
That you do, and we're going to continue to forget about him.
Are we?
He's now just a pet. He has no mechanical value for you.
Oh, so he doesn't attack?
No.
Oh,
He's the new hemorrhoid.
he's
Bigger,
just a really, really
non-creepy
big
hand
hemorrhoid.
hemorrhoid.
All right.
I don't know. Have you seen this slug?
They're not pretty.
At least not creepy hand hemorrhoid.
Does that?
It would look
Does that mean I go
even creepier if we gave
first?
him human hands.
Yes, you will go first.
Okay.
Roll on fire. I'm just gonna pull it up.
Gosh.
Alright.
Come on.
Or not the finger,
Did
rather.
you say the toilet?
The toilet.
I always thought
where all
that
great
was the
thoughts
toilet
come from.
position. ideas outcome was
I
in the
know
bathroom.
now far more about how you are taking a crap than I think I ever wanted to.
Okay.
Oh, Steven.
Oh, I'm screwed.
Whenever they're done with initiative, they can also probably need to make a wisdom saving throw.
To try and
Yeah.
clear that mental image out of their minds.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, everybody.
No worries. All right. So, go forth.
Which way do I attack?
Actually,
Right in front of you.
so what? So 15 wisdom.
There's 8 of them.
The one closest to you.
Okay. I'll go to the closest one
That was Sploof voice.
and
Okay.
quack quack.
They actually all fail.
Thank you.
16 points of radiant damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Were you seeing Quack Thulu?
Yes.
All right. So all of these. So 8 of these orcs form in the room around you, and as you raise your weapon, 7 of them go down.
I have the yay! That means I have one. I only have to make one decision.
No, please don't kill it.
All right. Make your attack roll.
Bring it up a sector. And then we'll have another person fight.
Except Denorix, the goblin, I'd consider.
I'll take it.
27.
27 will hit.
Okay. Points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Is he still alive?
It is still alive. Yes.
I will whack again.
That's actually pretty nice.
Oh, shoot. 13 to hit.
13 will not hit.
Not quite.
Your staff catches him. Your second staff hit catches him across the chest, and you hear the rattle of chainmail under the hide that he's wearing.
This is the cheap.
I will smile. Does it look like he's gonna go next?
Yeah. No.
I'm fine.
Does it look like he's gonna go next?
Gideon.
Alright, 25 to hit.
Yes.
This.
And then that will be... ...21 points of damage.
Okay.
Does that drop it?
No.
Oh, we found the chieftain.
What if they all have
No, because all of the grunts just instantly
I will
got
action
disintegrated.
surge
Okay.
and go again.
Oh, I thought you had action surge.
Okay.
Action surge. I can read my scrap card. Ooh.
Good thing I had advantage. So that's going to be 15, 16, 17, 18, 26 points of damage. Does he go down now?
He's invincible!
No. He is still standing.
Goodness. 40 points of damage. More than that, but ouch. Okay.
He's got this bugger's got like 100 hit points.
It is starting to look rough, but he's still standing. All right. Daniel.
Alright. Attacking my sword. That will be 20.
That'll hit.
Woo!
What was it? 6 points of damage. And
Okay.
rolling again. Yeah.
Oh, right. I gave you my dice.
Oh, that's the problem. Yeah, we're gonna blame it on Steven Dice.
So
Steven
that
Dicer.
next is a 9. So.
Yeah, 9 is not gonna
And
hit.
next is Surge if you want.
No, it's alright.
So
Yeah, I would not use the
I
green ones.
infamously roll poorly.
I'll put this back.
Yeah, you might want to use the black ones. That's
Okay.
probably going to treat you better.
So definitely feeling bad, but still up.
No one should hold that.
Nix,
Yes.
you are up, my dear.
Okay.
If he
Or
gets one swipe at one of us, we're dead.
I'm gonna shoot
We're
an
gonna take a
arrow.
lot of damage.
Wait, am I gonna be at disadvantage with the arrow because it's fairly close?
I mean, as long as you're not engaged.
As long as you're not like right
Okay,
within
so-
melee with him,
Okay.
no.
17 plus 9, I'm guessing that hits.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, I don't want to do that.
No one ever does.
26.
Keith does.
That is
points.
11 points of damage.
Okay. The orc war chief raises his great axe to bring it down on Elias.
But I only hit it once. He did one.
Yes, but you hit it first, and Nix's arrow catches it right in the throat,
Ooh, nice.
and he topples forward. And before he hits the ground, the body dissipates into a cloud of smoke.
Mr. Stark.
Ding.
Too soon. Keith,
Yes.
I have a very important question.
Yes.
Would you say that I could consider having, like, okay, how do I phrase this?
Can you make a spectre
Yeah,
out
the
of
specter
this?
thing says a creature you slay, but it does not explain what that means.
Is you the
Do I have to get-
plural possessive or Russian?
Do I have to get the most damage? Do I have to get the last blow?
You have to get the last blow. You have to slay it. You have to kill it.
I do not slay.
Yes.
All right.
Alright, Nick, pick another door.
Next one on the left.
Oh, that's not hag.
I mean, we might as well just go in order. Like, none of these are
Yeah.
fun.
I don't know, that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Well-
No, I had a blast.
Kristen only counts as one. You have time to do something before it's open.
Well, if you told
Prob-
me that you wanted to
probably
do it
not.
before-
Okay.
Um,
I just wanted to hold something.
And I would like to hold as well.
I just wanted to look intimidating so it'll attack me.
Oh, good. Yeah, please. By all means.
give me a
Soak up that damage.
second
Yeah,
here.
I'm trying to be the tank here. Is there any way I can make myself more intimidating?
How many hit points do you have?
141.
Oh,
Dude.
you have 20 more.
So with this hand,
Wow.
Once you attune to it, yes.
Give me a second, guys. I gotta.
He's gotta look up night hag.
If I don't recall, I don't think we're paying Azaka. I think the old lady that hired us is paying for Azaka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if I recall, we did not care how much it was going to cost.
It was Lady...
Something or other.
Sylvain.
Lady Sylvain.
But I
As
feel like
a
we
side
should-
note, I've lost count of how many days.
Oh,
How many days since
I mean, we could probably just ballpark it and then like double it. I think Azaka has earned her pay.
it's true.
Oh, goodness.
Like, yeah. More than
We've
her.
been it's 60? We've been here out here for 2 months, I think.
At least.
That's a ballpark.
Like 600-ish gold.
That is not worth it for this.
No.
The door opens above the caldera of an active volcano.
Oh,
Shards of black rock float above the molten magma.
that's cool.
Perched atop one shard are 2 man-sized creatures with insectoid features and 4 arms apiece.
Oh no! I have the mini for this one.
Of course you do.
I don't know what it's
Fomorian.
Fomorians. Here, I'll pull up a picture for you. For artistic reference. Fomorian.
Pretty sure it's Fomorian.
We'll find
All
out.
right. So we ended with Nyx, which means it is now Sploof's turn.
Who's in the room with us?
What do you mean?
Ah,
Oh.
Because they would need to make a save.
Oh, yes. Yes, they would.
Let's see, they're coming from the land of lava. I'm betting they're probably immune to fire.
And
DC 15 wisdom.
wisdom.
It's the insect.
One fails, one makes it.
For a fail, it's 25 points of radiant damage. For a save, it is half that. Which is
20 or 13.
I think 12 because it's rounded down for damage.
Okay.
What?
No.
Uh,
I know what it's called.
oh wait, hang on.
I
They have advantage on their
look
saves.
through this. I'm gonna go see if it's got the name on the over here.
And what was the DC?
15.
Okay, so they actually both save.
We'll both take 12 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Were these humanoids?
No.
No.
Aberrations?
No. However, Elias,
Try clean. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's right, crane.
they're fiends.
They're
Yay, that does nothing to me. I just know what they are. Try green.
Mesoloth.
What?
Polymorph into a chicken.
Oh.
No.
Mesoloths.
Well, how many of them have polymorph?
All right. So Sploof.
I look at
Oh, they're
them
fiends.
and roll up one of my sleeves from my invisible corner. Sploof!
And cast Mind Spike. Oh, that really? Holy crap. Yeah. So wisdom save?
Wisdom saves.
16.
16, and they have advantage. So this is the first one. Fails. And the second one also fails.
An insect thing. It's not insect food? What is it?
4 points of damage.
4.
3d8.
What type?
4 damage.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Psychic.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm very displeased with these dice.
So they in timeout?
They're in
They should be.
Okay.
Nice.
Clara.
Goal of the dead.
Okay.
I need to make a wisdom saving throw again. One of them does, rather.
Okay. And they're gonna. It's gonna fail.
8, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points of necrotic damage.
Yep, that's what it is.
This is what.
Okay.
What?
This is apparently a mesoloth.
Oh,
Oh, gross.
yeah.
That looks like a bug person. Sort of.
Yes, it does.
It's not a fight cream though.
But it's
Okay.
bug.
Anything else you want to do?
Well, that's my action. So,
So no. All right.
just maintaining my spell.
Okay then. Zaka.
You know,
I'm gonna do another multi attack.
Okay. Claws.
Oh, I mean, it's 2, right? Yeah, is that correct?
I didn't see it.
Or is it 1 roll for both?
It's not one roll for both, so you'll roll once for one attack and then roll for the second attack.
So 17.
17 does not hit.
Oh.
Oh,
Ah.
313.
Oh, well, that definitely doesn't.
These things are quick.
It's showing off for me.
Oh, it's in this section of the Ugoloths.
Yep. All right. And then after Zaka, Elias.
I will go to the closest one. Oh, there's two of them, right?
Yes.
Which one? I can't decide which one to attack.
Last
Left.
one.
Okay, closest one.
Yes.
I will
Hit them
attack
both.
twice.
Okay.
15?
15 will not hit.
Okay. Fine. I will double tap the amulet of the clockwork amulet.
Okay.
21.
That will hit.
Where'd the other sploof go?
He's there. He's just, I don't have a token for him.
That's fine.
Are these undead?
Apparently, he's
No,
a freaking lich.
they're
He's not
fiends.
all-
Does he care though?
Probably not. Does he just observe?
He's just kinda off in the
16
corner.
points of radiant damage.
16
Well,
points
yes.
of radiant damage. Yes.
My accent is infectious.
I was like, everyone sounds like
All right.
Absolutely go Australian for some reason.
All right. And it's still up.
Still up.
Okay.
My turn.
Do we know when these guys win?
They haven't yet.
Do I know that these guys would be resistant to necrotic damage with my knowledge?
Make me a nature check.
Advantage. Nature check. 15.
You don't think that they are. No.
Okay. And I've pissed this one off, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will use my blood curse of mutual suffering.
Okay.
So I will hold out my skeletal hand, and a spectral shape of my hand will appear on its chest.
Okay.
And I will just look at it like, come at me.
So all the damage it deals to you, it deals to itself.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Mutual suffering. Aptly named.
At this point, it's about who has the most hit points.
Me.
Maybe.
I hope so.
Okay. So the one that's standing right in front of you, Braden,
Yes.
is going
Make a
to
Wisdom saving throw.
needs to make its wisdom saving throw.
Sorry, Keith.
Yeah. And the DC's 15.
Indeed.
So failure and also a failure. So they both fail.
15 points of radiant damage.
15.
What is this spell?
Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians, and it's
It's
amazing.
the one he uses every fight.
I like
I'm slowly running out of places to write my hit points without cracking through the paper.
Yeah, I think you need a character sheet.
Okay.
Character sheet where you can see through it.
So the one that's right in front of you
Uh-huh.
is going to make make two attacks, one with its claws
Okay.
and one with the trident that it's holding. So yeah, for the claws, a natural 1. So that's not going to hit
Got it.
nothing.
We tried opening the same wardrobe twice.
And then the
We should try.
17.
That will hit.
So the trident hits. You will take 7 points of piercing damage.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. And he will take 7 points of necrotic damage.
Sort of staggers back from you a little bit.
Wait. Ow.
Glare. and it sort of glares at you. But it's, it didn't move far enough back to
And then
trigger.
my spectral hand causes that image to fades.
Okay, cool. And then the second one is going to come after Clara. Same deal. Same deal. Claw and trident. And these guys can't use their claws for crap because that was another natural one.
Wow.
Their claw guys don't give them very good depth perception.
And for the trident, a 19.
Oh well.
That'll hit.
Okay. And you will take 7 points. Or no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 7 points of piercing damage.
And I believe that is a
And that is their.
Go Spirit Guardian.
That is their turn.
and
So-
Spirit Guardians goes away.
Sad.
Maybe I should have taken a Warcaster.
Would be useful.
All right. So we are back to the top of the order. Gideon.
So the one that's attacking Clara,
Yeah.
I'm going to use my bonus action
Flank it first.
to drop Hexblade's Curse on it.
Okay.
And then I will cast Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay, then both of these will hit. The first one will hit for 13 points of force damage.
Okay.
The second one will hit for 14 points of force damage, and then I will move up behind it so that I'm flanking with Clara.
Okay. So time to do the maths. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Cool. And it is still up. Monsieur Daniel. That came out wrong. Mr. Daniel.
Somewhere between his wife and your name.
Yeah, it's like, what? What am I trying to say here? Joseph. Yeah, there we go. Joseph.
Alright. I'm up.
So there are 2 of these sort of bug-like fiends.
I want to attack the one that looks the worst.
Okay, so that'll be the one in front of Elias.
Alright. I will attack that one.
Okay, so you are since he's right there, you do have advantage on your attack. So you
That's fantastic, because I'm going to need that. The first one's a 15. 15. So 15.
15 plus whatever. That was it. So that is going to miss.
Alright, I'll try again.
The rinse repeat.
Advantage.
It's not even my dice anymore.
No.
Your
Okay,
curse is
that's
But he
bad.
touched your dice.
That's true. You've gained my curse of
So what-
nonsense.
19 will hit. Yes.
Alright. Attacking 8. So 8 points of damage.
That's enough. It goes down.
Killing blow.
There is, and then there was 1. Nyx.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot an arrow. And I got a natural 20 to hit. Okay. Let's.
Oh, that hits.
But
Wait. What? There was a what?
Roll your damage.
you're so cruel.
Is Hunter's Mark magical damage?
Hunter's Mark is.
Technically, yes.
So that's 9 points rolling. And then it's the max.
He's just so happy.
I'm not happy. I'm just
Should I bother counting?
nah.
I don't
Are you
really
making me do
I mean, it's a perfect hit. It's aimed right at the spot that's going to hit the eyeball. Tink, and plinks
As
off.
Superman, like, it just sort of, like, crumbles.
Yep.
That disturbed me as a child.
Yeah.
Because I just like,
That scene.
even if that hits, you're gonna just like, it's good. You're just like,
Mm.
blink.
We need to get you some magic weapons.
I'm useless.
The face of terror.
Sploof.
We don't have
I still
any-
have mine spike up because I forgot that it was concentration the last 5 gajillion times that I cast it. So I'm just gonna reuse that one.
I mean, it doesn't do more damage unless you recast it, so.
Does it not?
No.
Okay.
It just lets you do the read thought. part of
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that since it's a lower level spell. Hopefully it'll be okay this time. So, same shenanigan, wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Oh, that's better. Where was that roll last time?
And what's your DC?
16.
He makes it.
Ah, dang it. But he still takes half, so that would end up being 21. So half of that,
10.
10, yeah.
I was like, whoa, 21 is half.
Yeah, no,
Whoa.
21 is not half.
Okay.
I don't think that's actually possible.
Yeah. So
3d8.
so it is still standing. And that brings us to Azaka.
I want to try multitasking again. Under my breath, I'm like, I'm not sure now.
That's so funny.
Yeah, she is.
Awesome.
Big enough.
20.
I think you siphoned off all of your husband's left.
I'll get first.
You just stole all of his luck.
And max damage
That
too.
would be 8.
Yeah.
So 16 plus 3, right? 19.
Hey, Ace.
8, 19, 11. It's 11 damage.
We're on natural 20?
Oh, that's right. 11 plus the 8 again.
Yep. So 19.
19.
All right.
And then I think you have another attack.
I do have
It.
Do it.
No, you
It
did.
doesn't matter because the first blow was enough
Dang! 2 powers!
to take it down.
That's what I was looking for. You guys get all the kill shots.
Ding.
Three?
Another gem lights up. That is 3.
Okay, hold on. Let me put up my spell again.
Nix.
What?
Try opening the hobgoblin one again.
Wait, did we do the hobgoblin one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was the
try
worst.
opening it again.
I
That was
don't,
weird.
I don't.
Doesn't open.
Okay.
Next.
Nice
Worth a
try.
shot.
Okay, is your spell up?
Yep, my spell's up again.
Okay, next door to the left.
Hold my action to attack.
What's in this one?
What's behind door number 3?
I swear if it's a dragon,
Go on
I'm lose
now.
my freaking mind.
What was on this one?
This was the third one, right?
This is the clock.
This
Oh,
is
yeah,
the clock. Uh-oh. I don't want to know what's
Something from Primus's plane.
the ones where all the Mordrins from?
You get Modrons, yeah.
Enormous interlocking gears and cogs stretch as far as you can see.
Yep.
Suddenly, a spherical construct with spindly legs and small wings tumbles through the open doorway.
A Mordrin.
It's cute.
Yep.
We have to kill him with it.
Moses are like lawful neutral, like they're not bad.
And what are your tips?
They're not bad. But, like sometimes they'll just like Primus will just open the door, and like millions of these things will just come into a material plane and just like explore.
Okay. So
And
it
then
makes the save.
Return to
So
back
we'll
to
only take
Primus.
5 points of radiant damage.
Will that be enough to kill
It's
it?
not our friend now.
The door closes and
Ding!
I don't feel good about that
oh, poor Primus.
I don't think that it was a bad guy.
one. I don't think it was
Today's Primus lost a very, very valuable warrior.
Yes.
It was just a baby.
You don't know that?
No, I
You don't
don't.
know that?
It's fine. These are like summoned creatures, right? They just go back to where they were,
I
right?
hope so.
Right?
No one at this table knows that.
Okay, well, next
Last
door.
door. What was the last door?
Wait, wasn't it like?
What was the last door again?
Oh, it was the people in chains screaming.
Oh,
Oh.
yikes.
Ah,
Banshee.
or chain devils.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a much harder fight.
Yeah, but we already had fiends.
Yeah, these are devils.
Oh.
Waves of heat assail you as the door opens,
Yep.
revealing an iron road leading to a basalt citadel, surrounded by the charred remains of defeated enemies.
Primus.
Prisoners scream from iron gibbets that festoon the citadel walls. Suddenly, a single glowing ember flies out of the wardrobe and transforms into a winged, bony fiend with a smiling, skull-like visage.
It makes a wisdom saving throw.
It's a bone fiend devil. Bone devil.
Natural 20.
Great.
So it takes nothing from that. All right.
It would be.
It was.
Hello.
It is you.
Back to me. Well, there's only one thing, so whack, 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 whack. I will kill it.
Okay, go for it.
I'm gonna hit both times this time. We'll just you watch. Yes, there we go. 29.
That'll hit.
through the gate.
You're so mad about missing last time.
He's a barbarian.
14 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
No.
And then I'll go for my second attack.
Okay.
These things have a lot of hit points.
I'm deeply curious as to what's happening on that pad over there. It
14.
makes me happy.
14 is not going to hit.
Well, that was
All right. And we are back to the top of the order.
I've been spoofed for
Gideon.
years and
Does a
nobody's
21
said
hit?
anything.
Yes.
Great.
Oh,
Ray
dang, I
of
should have used my
Enfeeblement.
bonus action. I should have used my bonus action.
Okay.
So, with a Ray of Enfeeblement, it halves the damage from any strength attacks that he makes.
Doesn't he have to make a save?
Nope. I have to hit, which I did.
Oh, good.
Yeah, all rays are.
Nice. Okay.
And it's my turn.
All right.
Joseph?
So just so you know what you're facing, it's that guy.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, these are
That was
super
great,
nasty.
I
They're like
imagine.
the necromorphs. So.
I feel like I'm fighting with a toothpick.
Yep.
I mean, at least your weapon does damage.
It's true. Alright.
You could do damage if you used a spell.
Alright. Yeah.
We asked
Same,
you, Gideon.
same as always.
Lance.
Yeah, all right.
Whichever.
Swish.
Still one of the same right now.
Do I get advantage on this? Or no?
Yes, Elias is right there in front of it.
So, okay, Keith, if I cast Hunter's Mark, would my damage count as magical, or would it just be anything from the Hunter's Mark?
Just the Hunter's Mark portion, which is better than nothing.
Don't you have, like, bramble shot or something like that?
22. Right.
22 will hit.
Damage. 5 points of damage.
I want to do that.
Hmm?
5.
5?
Yeah. And then rolling for my second attack.
Okay.
So what we're learning for this is now that we should play this.
Ooh! That's a 1 and a 3.
Ouch. So 9 is not gonna hit.
Yeah, that's not going to hit.
Try that one.
Well, it stopped on a 1. I don't know.
That is the Will Wheaton die.
Why do you
Why
have
did you
that
give
in the
him
general
that?
population?
Because
Yes.
it can't get much worse,
Why
can
have
it?
you poisoned
Do
your
not,
dice pool?
do not, please, don't put that anywhere near my stuff. No, please don't. that thing is cursed.
Oh, you changed phones. Do you want me to pull up the spell list real fast?
It's a D6.
Now you've contaminated yours.
So Nyx,
We're good.
it is your turn.
Oh, cool.
So you have some extras to play with there in case the other one sneak around you.
Okay, yeah. Not doing so good here.
Sometimes you just gotta put them in place.
21?
21 will hit.
Oh.
So you put them 20 facing up. That way I will wait fall to the
6 to
bottom.
the bottom.
Well, I didn't remember Hunter's Mark first, so
Theory.
nothing matters.
Roll your damage.
He's probably not immune.
He's resistant.
Resistant, probably.
9 points of damage?
Okay. So it does damage. It does not deal as much as you feel like it should.
So resistant.
Something. Okay. Yeah, not
Maybe I should hit it with my
useless.
sickle. My 1d4 is sickle.
I just thought you said tickle for a moment, and I
I
was just
just
imagining you
smiled.
Oh, meh, yes. This guy did not come from a place of fire,
Yeah.
But he's
Yeah.
from the hells, so.
so probably still a hell thing.
Nine hells, right?
Yeah,
Second level
that
is
was,
nine hells.
I would like
First
to...
level.
Avernus.
Avernus.
I'm gonna have to up this a little bit, I think. So it probably is
My brother almost got that.
resistant to fire.
The other one.
That one looks fun. That one looks fun.
Descendant of Avernus.
Yeah,
Almost there.
I think I'll do that.
Do it.
I'm
Roll
going
that con.
to
Mhm.
That scares me.
20-foot cube.
Like, check crocodile.
It's right in the middle of us?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe not gonna do that. Is it right in the middle of us?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Just fire a bolt or something.
I am going to.
Do something cool. Do something cool. Do something cool. Do something cool.
No, that's a waste.
That's the music that they're playing in Avernus.
Isn't it? Highway to hell.
I think I'm gonna have to take out the 4 again.
the highway
Um,
Avernus.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do. He's gonna. And vomit out vitriolic sphere.
Okay.
Doesn't that get
Splash damage?
splash damage?
Oh crap! It runs into the same problem.
Well, it's too late.
That's
You
fine, you're
cast
used
it.
to it.
Yep,
I'm
it's
used
already
to it.
there. Sorry.
I'm used to getting hit more by the party than others.
Sorry. See,
You've done more damage to me than any other creature in this game.
To be fair, most of the creatures we've met in this game we've killed. They didn't have a chance
True.
to deal ongoing damage.
4, 5. Okay, so I do this twice.
I'm
He
scared
needs to
because
make
that's a
a.
I need to make a Joseph. We
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
make saves.
Sorry. Deck saves.
Oh, deck saves.
Yes.
We gotta make deck saves.
I'm sorry.
There's some
Um,
splash damage.
Oh. 16.
12.
16. Split, what's your DC?
16.
16.
Oh wait, where I'm in the middle of the room, do I need to make
Yeah,
this?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, is it just people in melee with the devil?
No, it's a big sphere.
Yeah, it's a big sphere.
Oh, so probably everybody.
We gotta make deck saves.
Okay, so the devil actually makes it as well.
Okay,
And your.
Alright, roll the damage.
it's 24.
Okay.
I only take half of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so.
What's your DC?
16.
Alright, I hit that, so I'm fine. So I
Okay.
take 14.
So if you don't make the save, it's
take 12.
24. I'm sorry.
24 points of acid damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you do make the save, you take 12. That was poor Scritchy planning. So sorry.
Scritchy, buddy.
Yeah, well, poor Sploofy planning on Scritchy's part. That was very, very unfortunate. But,
And I take ongoing damage.
Oh, Constitution. Concentration
Roll for
check.
your.
Freak, I hate you guys.
yeah, if you fail the save, you have
crap,
another.
I have to roll for that too. What's the DC on that? Is it the amount of damage you take?
Half.
Half. So you just gotta be at 10.
I did make that.
You didn't make the save?
I'm good.
I'm gonna have to, make the save again when I take the ongoing damage.
Wait, what's the ongoing damage?
It'll just be the next turn, and it'll be another 5d4 if you failed your save.
Oh.
But we made the save.
Then you're fine.
You're good.
Yeah, you're good.
No ongoing. So,
Pulling
Ongoing
a pyre there.
just the next round, if you failed this save, there's one more round where you'll take some radiant acid stuff because you've been splashed. I'm so sorry.
Like Master Like Apprentice.
I think I have
Don't
one.
worry. We'll see. Doesn't that hit you as well?
This is pretty.
Well, it's kind of
this happens a lot.
me-centric. It kind
Is
of,
everyone around you?
yeah.
Okay.
You kept up Spirit Guardians, right?
Yeah.
I did the most damage to it.
Yes, you did. So it's going to come after you.
Its attacks using strength deal half damage.
Also, it needs to make a wisdom save.
15?
That is my save, yeah, so they made it.
He actually rolled a 16.
Okay, then yeah.
So-
So he will take 6 points of radiant
And
damage.
knowing that does multiple attacks, like 3, right?
This one die.
Okay. So it will come at Elias.
I will Curse of the Eyeless it and amplify it so all of its attacks are disadvantage.
Okay.
Nice.
And there's no sort of save at all for that, is
No,
there?
it just happens.
'Kay.
I take yay! I take 1 damage.
All right. So this is Claw Sting.
That's why.
All of them deal half damage.
First claw is a natural 20.
At disadvantage.
Oh no, I'm sorry. At disadvantage, no, it would not be. I'm sorry. I'm so used to rolling with advantage. But at disadvantage, it is still going to be a 23.
That'll hit.
You got all those hit points.
You will take 4 points of slashing damage, so that is halved.
So I have. Oh wait.
Yeah, that is the halved. It would have been 8. Second claw attack.
First time using Grave and Feeble.
Um,
Is it going well?
Yeah.
10.
Nope.
And then the sting.
Big boy.
This one will hurt you a lot.
12.
That will miss.
And it goes whipping by your head.
How many more times can you Curse of the Atlas?
That was it.
That's what I thought.
And
Unusual suffering and Curse of the Eyeless.
That
That's it. I'm all out of
is
blood curses for the rest of the day.
its turn.
Until we have a short rest.
How much damage have you taken?
Sorry.
Clara.
At the beginning or the end of my turn that I take damage?
It would be at the beginning.
Hey, how much damage?
At the end of its next turn. So
Okay. You want to go ahead and roll that out for me?
yeah, I'll have it ready for you. And anybody else who needs to take it, that'll be the same
I think
thing.
it's just me and Joseph.
Oh, it's not a super low rolly.
Ouch.
Oh, that's like 3 4s?
There's
Oh, there's
one,
2 4s.
two
So
fours.
guiding bolts.
Nine, 10, 12, 13.
Range
I
10.
might need to have a rest. Maybe not. Everyone else is coming.
That's not gonna be good. 15.
15 will not hit.
Okay. Then as a bonus action, I am going. Wait. Never mind. That's not a bonus action. That's my turn. How much damage am I taking?
14.
Oh.
Now.
Oof.
Oh.
And
6. I need to make.
make your save.
Yeah. 12.
Okay.
14.
Okay. That's Clara. Azaka.
What's left stand?
It's the Bone Devil.
Yeah.
So
Sit on this side.
so that guy is still standing.
Alright.
She'll
I'm
just
gonna
hang
go
out.
with my same thing. I'm gonna come at it with both feet.
We're working on a plan.
Oh.
Oh.
Gideon won't stick to it.
Sploof's building a
Okay.
nuke. We're just gonna take this whole place with us.
I mean, it seems to kind of be the way that I'm leaning,
Oh,
apparently.
natural 20 again.
That's not gonna hit at all.
Oh,
It's a 9.
14.
14 does not hit.
That was practice.
You can do it.
And it just kind of slides out of the
That
way.
was cocked. I had to move the ribbon out of the way.
So roll it again.
Oh!
Wait, can I use this?
Yes.
It's not. I
That's
wouldn't-
very
why
good
it
time to use
exists.
It's not like this.
Oh.
It's not a 1.
I don't think this is for you.
Oh my god!
That's
Yes.
priceless. That's awesome.
Super impressive. And uncomfortable.
Okay. So it was a 14 again. So that's gonna miss.
Put that in Discord by all means. Oh my gosh.
Elias,
Hi.
your turn.
I will attack the bone devil.
All right.
Put it up on your red button.
Oh hell.
My wife
That'll
will buy a
miss.
sweater.
I will buy a sweater now.
18.
I will make you wear it.
18 will not hit.
Ooh.
I missed both attacks.
You all
Jeez.
die. Forgive me.
That's it.
Top of the round.
Well, as a bonus action, I will use my rally ability to give you 8 temporary hit points.
Oh, thank
All
you.
the good it's going to do you. And I will cast Eldritch Blast with 2 natural 20s. Oh yeah!
Do you,
Okay.
Go ahead.
yeah, just
115.
So go for it.
Alright, so hang on, I'm doing math.
Math hurts. Math brain hurts.
Alright, so that's 17 points of damage, force damage from what I roll.
Okay.
19 points of damage from the max on
Okay.
the first one.
So-
And then that's 38 points of damage in total from the second one. Because I rolled max damage.
Okay. I'm not even gonna try to math that in my head.
That's like
Give me a second here.
Eldritch Blast.
So that would have been 36 total from the first one and 38 total from the second one.
So 70. 70 points of damage.
Okay.
Apparently we're talking today.
Okay. You stagger it, but it is still up.
After
Well,
taking
that's
70.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jeez.
It's got over. It's
All right,
over 100.
Joseph,
Do something.
it's you.
Get it.
Stab
Some
it.
damage today.
Stab it.
I
Flanking
just
is
want to
good
give it a
advantage.
hug. It just needs love.
Just
I feel
love
like
it
Needs
today.
love and friendship.
if you gave it a hug, it would hurt you.
Probably.
I've
switched out so many
Any
dice
more
already.
than the other people in the party will hurt him, apparently.
Try to like do some.
Alright.
Namely me.
Alright. I'll do something.
Just,
You have advantage.
Oh, an advantage still.
Is we're flanking still.
Okay. Alright.
Oh, I would have had advantage.
Attacking.
The same numbers
Same
again. A 1 and a
numbers.
3.
Jeez. Are those different dice?
Yes.
yikes.
Oh, that's your first attack.
I have no
I
idea.
feel you. Our first campaign, my paladin became the laughing stock of the party for exactly that reason.
Yep,
Alright,
he
alright.
couldn't hit anything to save his life.
Wow.
It's a 7 over here.
7.
That's a natural 20.
All right,
Alright.
all right.
Wait, was it maximum damage?
So it's max damage on one die, and then roll for the extra damage.
My phone just turned
18.
18. Okay. Cool. And it's starting to look pretty ragged. Nyx.
Okay. I'm a hunter's mark.
Thank you.
About time.
But it doesn't matter.
Roll 1.
It is a 1.
Your arrow slips through the bars of the portcullis behind it and goes clattering to the floor in the hallway.
Nix, it's this way.
Sploof.
Couldn't open the door by yourself.
Maria.
We gotta get that fixed, probably.
You're the one who's supposed to do it. You're the healer.
It takes a greater restoration to fix a hernia.
Yep. As homebrewed by Matthew Mercer.
I am going to cast Bigby's hand.
You have Baby's hand?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Sorry, critical role cast.
They knew what they were getting into.
It's fine. Every time somebody sings that, Sam gets a little bit more powerful.
So what are you doing with Bigby's hand?
I am going to strike the thing.
Just like slap it.
Pretty. Oh.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. I'm
me
gonna
that's not
swing and a miss. No, it's a 2.
So 10.
Woof. Okay. You miss.
Yeep. But it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a big fist floating around in the room now.
Okay.
You're welcome there, but
Oh no.
Yes.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh
Yeah, so it makes the save.
Okay, we'll only take 10 points of radiant damage.
Is this the last door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Good thing we didn't start with this one.
Well,
Or maybe it would have been better to start with this one.
And it withers away into a husk and disappears in a puff of smoke.
You saved my life.
Ding! And the portcullis opens, and that's where we're gonna leave it for the night.
Oh my god.
So, I want to give a huge shout out and a huge thank you to the lovely Chipper Snacks for joining us and for bringing her husband along with. I hope they had a lot of fun. I want to thank all of you guys out there who are watching for coming along. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. And I'd like to thank my players for being with me and playing for well over a year now. I hope they are having fun as well. I assume they kind of are. Yeah, I think they are because they keep coming back. But anyway, my huge shout out, my thanks to all of you guys for being here and watching us as we have fun being nerds and playing D&D, rolling dice and killing things. Always good for a good time. Just a few reminders as we sort of close down here. Our YouTube channel will have all of the back episodes, so if you want to go back and rewatch your favorite moments, catch up on the campaign if you're completely lost, whatever, you can find those on the YouTube channel. You can also catch all of the news and updates on our Discord server. One thing I didn't mention at the top, we do also have an in-character section of the Discord server. We call it the Hags Master. I know Danny has been running adventures for some of the guys out there that are watchers and fans. So if that's something that you are into, by all means, drop by. Any character from any system that's out there, so long as you're having fun, that's the big key.
And Chipper might have artwork in there later that is really, really worth
Yes,
looking at.
yes. Chipper will always tends to put the campaign-inspired artwork in our Discord server as well. I also know that Chipper has what is it? A Redbubble account. So I'm going to throw the link to that up there as well because that's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. I don't know if you guys...
On the toilet sweater, buy it.
I'm not sure if I ever showed you guys
I want to explain to coworkers what that means.
Are you sure? Are you sure? I feel like you need to.
I think I've shown the stickers that she did before with our logo, or the logo that she did up for us. That was really super awesome. Really loved that. So yeah, thanks all you guys for being here. Thanks all you guys for being here. We will be back next week, same time, same place. Until then.
Grab your balls. That was very
And remember, if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a glass house. Good night, everybody.